Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Courage and Chaos. Hello over in Streamland. This is new players playing D&D. This is episode 12, so they're not exactly new, but I go very slow. I teach D&D one step at a time to make sure I leave nobody behind. So it's a great video to watch. If you want to learn how to play D&D, watch from the beginning of the series. There's links to Patreon. You can see all the videos on Patreon. I also have companion videos if you subscribe to if you are a patron, where I explain, as some of you have been looking, I explain how the game was constructed, how I approached it as a DM. Also, my commentary on what the players did. I'll get deeper into lore, so that's one thing I'm going to add on. I'll reconnect some of the lore. So there's a bunch of videos on Patreon that some players watch, but all the patrons should watch as well. So we are in the middle of some action here, but let me just do the story so far briefly. There is a problem with the Caves of Chaos, which is the general location you're in. There's something called the Shrine of Evil Chaos, is an operation that runs here in the Caves of Chaos. Shrine of Evil Chaos is up to some bad things, and you're penetrating into it to try to take it down. The Shrine of Evil Chaos is organizing a bunch of goblins and hobgoblins to go north to raid farms, kill a lot of people, and take machinery back from those farms. Very unusual organized behavior for goblins. That machinery you've learned after all the hard work that you've done is going into a mining operation. It's being used to make mining machines that involve prisoners and deluded people and kobolds and all that stuff. Gnolls, dog-headed creatures, a slavery operation to mine. What are they mining? Chaos shards, these little tiny lumps of metal. You yourselves have some chaos shards. You know they're very valuable. They can be made to glow a certain color, and they have a drug-like effect when they're consumed by a faction that we're calling the Silvers. They wear silver visors, they stick these glowing shards and it spaces them out. Unfortunately, they also create demons in the world by doing so. So demons are unredeemably bad. Getting rid of the Chaos Shard operation will mean less demons in the world. Also, there's another faction called the Reds. They are a totalitarian, authoritarian organization aligned with devils, you have learned. Their devils are at the top of their hierarchy. And they are in the room that you're in right now. They are organized in a hierarchical sort of fighting structure. They use shards. They implant them in their chest. If there's a scar on their chest, you know that's implanted. And you've only just started getting the idea of why they implant shards. Do you remember from last session why having an implanted shard is good for Reds?
Gives them power.
They get that experience of the person who owned that shard.
Very good, yeah. So it seems to, by definition, give them power. You learned this one, Emerald, the wood elf that you picked up as a follower in a nearby village. Emerald has gotten implanted as a Red with all of your basic consent, done mostly by Myrrh, but you all just decide, well, this is the best of a bad situation. Myrrh got this amazing item that he promises will help the group a great deal. In a deal with the devil said you get to have this wonderful robe, and you just have to implant whoever I say. Emerald got implanted, a wood elf. He is in the room, and he is now turned into your enemy. We'll get to that in a moment. Emerald got implanted and instantly got stronger. You just see that he got sort of more fit. And as you just recapped, when Reds die, their shard pops back out of their chest, and other Reds pick them up, and they mention something about, when I implant you, your experience will be mine. So you get some idea that the Reds, even when the Red dies, the experience points from a meta perspective and from the game perspective, their life experiences and memories are still in that shard. When another Red gets it, they're intending to implant it in themselves, and they will probably become more powerful. So you realize this is a way to build a quite powerful small army that, if death isn't really death in this case. So now you know why the Reds want these shards. Emerald was your friend. Even despite he was implanted, he was still willing to go along to learn things and get more powerful. But the boss, who's represented by the purple skull here, who's a very powerful Red, these are all guys, and they're all guys in the leather armor with their scars exposed. He called out to Emerald and said, I've been talking to you. I know you believe in our cause. Everybody here is going to die, and you're going to die too, unless you join me now. This is your chance. Emerald said, sounds good to me, and he flipped. There's a die roll involved that the boss rolled high enough. Emerald's vulnerability was low enough because he'd been implanted and because he hadn't been with the group very long that he flipped over here. He is now this little house figure over here. He's a scout, so he's very good with a bow. Everybody else here, they've got huge, heavy crossbows that they're firing with, but they also have maces, and they seem to like to close in with you. When there's two of them next to a target, they get advantage on attacking that target. In D&D terms, that means that you're much more likely to hit. So breaking up these pairs is very important. You are in this room having sort of conned your way in. However, the party got split up. So some of you went in before the others did and got shut on the wrong side of the door. A bit of a con, saved the day to some degree because we could have ended in death by Gale, who was in there. But Gale couldn't talk his way out of it completely. The Red Boss realized that he was being lied to and started to fight. One round of just Gale being thumped on happened. Darrican was also there in the background, took some shots, hid the road. But the rest of you wanted to rush in. You took some time, it took time to get through this door, and so a round was lost that way. And now you're gummed up in this hallway. This hallway is, you're slow, you have to stumble over each other, you're shooting through each other, so you're really bottled up in a very bad situation, taking a lot of damage. Also in this room are traps. It seems like a training ground where swords and chains and spike balls and like arrow bolts are shooting out of various slots and things in these columns that are inside this room. These are wooden columns. It's a red brick room, but they're wooden columns that go to the ceiling. And you notice that there's a bunch of control panels, or mechanical control panels. One thing you can do with your bonus action, a special thing that you do with the bonus action, is you can go to any wall that you haven't already done this to, because I'll start crossing walls off if you've done this. You need to keep moving around a little bit, but just go to a different wall. You get to use a bonus action. You can use Thieves' Tools, which only one or two of you have, if you're proficient in those. But also you can use Investigation, for example, or History. And if you do a high enough roll, you will lessen the threat of the trap. Only one success has been done so far. I think it will take several successes. Otherwise, every turn, this is going to be lashing out at somebody in the room. However, you all are not in the room. That's the benefit of not being in the room, is you are not necessarily vulnerable to the trap.
Question, is it in the room or next to the pillars?
It's generally next to pillars, but some shoot arrows, so you're not sure that being away from the pillars will necessarily make you safe.
Okay.
All right. So that is the story so far. You're trying to get through this room because on the far side is a door, which I can draw, and this door seems to lead deeper into the Shrine of Evil Chaos. We will start at the bottom of the initiative order here, where the thugs are about to go. They're initiative 10. You all are doing fast combat play, so thank you for agreeing for that you're operating in a pair. Remember, stick with the person who's in your numbered pair, and you both got to basically pick the same target and be in the same location. Luckily, a lot of your enemies are also in pairs, so you can choose either one of the pair to attack. You probably want to focus on the one on top because you want to get rid of them. So that is that. All right. As we come here, let's just do a quick zoom in to introduce our various players. As this all happens, Myrrh the Unthinkable. He is a High Elf Wizard level 3. What do we notice about Myrrh for the first time that we haven't seen before?
Nothing really. I haven't been thinking too much about it.
All right.
But yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Fair enough. We have Gawain. Gawain, he is a human fighter level 2. What do we notice about Gawain that might be new or we haven't seen before?
Gawain's feeling very enraged and ready to kill.
All right. Gawain knows that we're in trouble and the rage is coming out. We have Gale. He is a half-elf druid, level 3, currently lying down and bleeding out. This wonderful figurine here. Still there might be something that people notice about Gale's prone form that they might not have noticed before. Anything new about Gale?
No, not really. If you haven't seen him knocked out before, it doesn't look too good.
Yeah, was a giant lizard for a while. We're retconning that it was a giant lizard, not a bear. Turned into a lizard, lizard got killed. Turned into not a lizard, lizard got killed, and now the druid behind that magic is also dying. Dell, she is a high sun elf wizard level 3. And what do we notice about Dell for the first time?
Dell was very uneasy coming into this whole situation. You could tell when they were out on the terrace area that she was a bit distracted looking over at the silvers. She seemed to be more pulled towards that kind of area and what was going on over there.
Yeah.
That's probably why she failed her burning spell so miserably.
Oh, interesting. Okay, right. That makes sense. Okay. We also have Archie. He is a human fighter level 3. And Archie, what do we notice about you for the first time?
I was looking particularly concerned at the moment. He's certainly quite badly injured and quite worried about,
the hardest fight he's ever been in.
That's right, hardest fight he's ever been in. He's really
Okay.
concentrating, but
All right.
stressed.
Borrowed, stressed, concentrating. We have Derrican. He is a halfling rogue level 3. Derrican, what do we notice about you for the first time?
I think this might be the first time he's truly nervous and very much seeing like the team dynamic as something really vital at the moment. So he's glad that he's not on his own. He's on the team. So it's just like Archie, very much willing to think it's his hardest fight as well.
Digging in, all right, for Derrican. May is often here, but she's not here this time, so just imagine that May is somewhere in the background. Tulip, he is a hill dwarf cleric level 3. And what do we notice about Tulip for the first time?
He's angry at himself that he didn't take enough initiative to get into the room. He's angry at Merv for blocking his path and the betrayal of
fight me.
Emerald.
of Emerald.
Yes, right.
He's just starting to see because he can't help the people that he cares about.
Okay, great. All right. That is a good zoom in on each of y'all. Some quick announcements that I forgot to mention. So a lot of you have second characters ready to go. Thank you for that. Remember, if you want to actually play the character at the table, do show up early. I explained that to you before, and we'll go over the characters that are ready to go. You have opportunities to use even a half-formed character you can still use as a background character. You might have a chance to explore that this time. We're going to be back in our Bris Vegas location next time, so for you in Streamland, if you want to see, if you missed that location, we'll be restoring that, and that's good for you all as well. We'll have a little bit more room. But I really like being here, so I very much appreciate school having arranged this alternate location while we needed to, but we're back. Also, we're all wearing masks here in Brisbane. We have an outbreak in Brisbane that is just calming down. We all have nearly zero COVID in Australia. Very fortunate for us because we tend to really keep it suppressed. When it happens, we all put on masks, socially isolate, shut down various venues, things like that. So this time we have masks. Next time we will not have masks. It is due to stop. Derek and I have something to follow up with you. That chromatic orb, we all remember that particular thing where you melted off. This chaos melt happened on one person's face that went down. You threw this flashing rainbow ball of energy at them. As it was, we just kind of rolled through, because it's good as a DM to just say yes. Like, I didn't remember what chromatic orb was. I didn't want to look it up. But I figured there's probably something wrong because it did a lot of damage and there's no die roll involved. It does, in fact, involve a die roll. It's a ranged spell attack. So your ranged spell attack is your intelligence plus your proficiency bonus. And that's what you would add to your d20. And so next time it'll be against their AC. They're still trying to dodge it or might hit their armor. So next time you use that, just
so there is a save.
Yeah, it's not a saving throw. It's like an arrow. You roll the die when you attack with it, but you've got to roll high enough to get past their armor class.
Okay, yeah, because when I read that one, it literally just said like does 1d10, and then some others. I figured this is like saving.
That's fine. Yeah, no, so it's always good to go ahead. And besides, you all were having such terrible luck with your die rolls. You basically deserve to get a guaranteed hit on that one. I want to do a shout out for Shoot for Initiative. So Spool has another show on the same Twitch channel or on the same YouTube collection. And you can see Shoot for Initiative, which is a great D&D show that has a game show-like elements. That's on Sundays, I believe, is still the case. Okay. This right slide is up. That was the recap of the story so far, and we're all settled in. So let's get back into it. You are fighting the Reds, and combat continues. What else do I need to say? The light is bright everywhere. There are these hanging chandeliers, that sort of like gas chandeliers everywhere. That's the only thing to cite there. Thugs are next. Okay. And Emerald is going to, so Emerald's following Myrrh, so Emerald is going to go at the same time as pair number 1.
How big is that chandelier?
Emerald.
Yeah. Okay.
Get the red shot out.
Right. Okay. So we'll just kind of go through numbers one at a time. So this bloody one here and this boss. Well, they've got some friends nearby. So they're going to, this one is going to go for whoever's the red helmet here in number 5. Okay, let's get into it. This is with advantage because of having a friend nearby, something called Pack Tactics.
So it's not just if they're stacked, it's just if they're next to each other.
Yep, so if they've got a buddy adjacent to the same target they're attacking. Yeah, because one sort of distracts and the other one
I
attacks
feel like
and take
it's
turns.
I feel like it's similar to his crit mechanic.
So it's
where he
a
gets like a crit
Yeah.
on every one.
yeah.
How much help
Sneak
do I
attack.
take?
All right. So against you with the red helmet is a 21, which I believe is better than your AC.
Mhm.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage. It penetrates your armor, but luckily it's a bit of a glancing blow. That is number 1. Number 2 is a pair over here that is by the prone form of Gale, but we won't worry too much about that because Gale doesn't look like a threat. As far as they're concerned, Gale's as good as dead. But they're going to go ahead and block things a little bit more. So they'll come. They don't really have too many that they can shoot at. I think what they'll do is they will stand near Gale. No, they don't know that Gale is. They think Gale's dead, so they're going to totally ignore Gale. They're going to come over here and they're going to shoot. They'll pull out their crossbows and let's say they fire at these 2 targets here. So again, the red helm is right in their line of fire. You all are not good targets, so they're just going to use the best tactics possible. I, as a DM, am trying to kill you. I like to say yes as much as possible during most of D&D, but when we're on the tabletop, crunchy turn-by-turn combat, following the rules, I'm just going to do my very best to kill you. So with that, crossbow. They don't have pack tactics, I believe. This is only melee attacks, it seems. So the advantage on attack roll. No, so it's attack roll against the creature if at least one of the allies is within 5 feet of the creature. The tactics actually still work, so it does have advantage, unfortunately, against that with the crossbow even.
You don't need to correct yourself, man.
But with a 7, I imagine you jump out of the way, and that is a failure. But the next one fires, but this is going to be at the other one. Remember, you have a +2 in your AC because they're firing through other people. So who's that with the white axe?
Me.
Okay, so with advantage, the heavy crossbow springs forth again.
Why is that with advantage?
They still got
Yeah,
pack
that's right.
tactics.
No,
Pack
no.
tactics, no, okay, so
No,
no,
no.
very good,
Wow.
very good. Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. Yes. No, I'm not trying to cheat, but it's very great to do. So I will. Nope, that's a 10. So luckily, because it would have been a hit if it hadn't been for you catching that. Good job.
Well done.
With a 10, you are not hit, and that is number 2 out of the way. Number 3 over here. This pair, they are firing from a safe distance. They seem to be guarding the middle of the room, and they have plenty of targets to choose from here in this corridor. Everybody behind these people have a +2. So let's just do a random target. 1,
This
2,
is
3,
actually
4.
not bad being stuck in a hole.
Yeah, it's still not bad.
This purple gear is the first one, and that purple gear is next to. They'll have advantage because they are next to a friend, the white one there. So that heavy crossbow lashes out with a 22. That is a critical hit because one of them was a 20, and I took that one. That means I roll all my dice twice. Oh, but luckily it is a 7. It goes clean through your body. But luckily it didn't hit as many vital organs as it could have because I rolled 2 d10s.
Lucky then.
And they were both quite low. So you have 7 piercing damage from that critical hit.
How much you got left?
5.
Oh, God.
The other one, the pair, is going to attack the other one. Well, no, we'll do this one. So whoever's the gold swirl. But this is not with advantage, not the best tactics. With a 7, it hits the roof as it sails in and means that it does not hit you. That is number 3 out of the way. Number 4 is, probably not feeling very good, but the boss is stay in there. So even though he's looking a bit uncertain, bloodied as he is, he's still going to go for, I think, the most logical front line, which is the purple gear. I keep forgetting who all these different ones are.
It's us. You do.
With a 19, Archie, I'm afraid that you get hit again. Oh, and another glancing blow. 3 from the mace. 3 bludgeoning from the mace on that one.
At least they're doing as well as what we were doing.
That's right, exactly.
Can I use
Yeah.
Can I use my reaction from the turn I just had to spend one of my superiority dice?
No. So, well, is that how it says you use a reaction to do it?
Yes. So
Great. Very good.
if I'm hit with a creature by a melee attack, I
Yeah.
can use my reaction, expend 1 die,
Very good.
and make a melee weapon attack against that creature.
Woo! Nice. Okay. Roll that. Yes. Remember, there's a limited resource.
Superiority die is a D8.
Just
Yep.
attack.
I mean,
Yep,
just
yep.
So
So Archie is a
Make a
battle
weapon
master
attack
fighter. This is a
against it.
subclass of fighter, which gives all these interesting
And I-
crunchy things to do in
and I
combat.
add the
Now, is that-
superiority die to the attack.
To the
After
attack.
his
What's the
turn
attack
or
roll?
during his
No,
turn?
No,
No,
it's
so
a
reaction.
reaction.
So it uses his reaction. Same thing that you use to do an opportunity attack or to use shield or whatever else.
Hang on, I'm using a 12 plus 4 is 16.
Oh yes, plenty, and the superiority
Okay,
die would have helped
so-
that as well. Do your
No, the
damage.
superiority
against
die helps for the damage.
Okay, great. All right,
So
so do your
1d8
damage against
plus
number
2.
4.
7, 9, 10.
10, he's dead! Yeah, so wham, you sort of take that hit from the mace, and you just use that momentum to spin around and just whack him right upside the head, and it's slashed open and dead. Very good.
No, I might go for 1.
That was 4 out of the way.
And
Number
that's 1.
5 is paired up with Emerald. No, I think what we'll do is we'll actually call that with Emerald.
Getting there.
We'll do Thugs and Emerald at the same time, just because I want to sort of dominate the conversation once. So these two are working together. Emerald has got a longbow, and he is going to get as far away as possible because he knows how mad you all are at him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's able. No, don't get in my way, wimp. And so as he sort of walks in here, he takes a shot, but he's going to keep on moving. So as he fires, he's going to pick. I think I'll pick randomly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that leaf all the way in the back. Who is that? Okay, so a longbow from the scout. I've got the bonus here. An arrow comes at you with a 20. Goes past. Your AC is 2 higher than usual because you got so much cover.
Still 50.
Okay, all right. You take 6 piercing damage. In the back as you are, you still get nailed by Emerald. He keeps on moving. So he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's coming around the side here. And this is number 4. I think that he'll try the same thing. They're all going to operate in pairs. So he moves in, fires his heavy crossbow. Ooh, back again at number 4, you again. So this one does not have advantage. This is a heavy crossbow attack. It's a very fast bolt. It hits hard, but with an 11 against your improved AC, I doubt that it hits. He's trying to thread with all of these people in the way, and it hits the wall instead. That is all the thugs, and you survived another round. If survive is the word that you want to have. And we're going to the top of the order. So pair number 1 at initiative 18. No, the traps are the fastest ones.
Okay.
Traps!
But I can use that.
Yes, you can start talking tactics while I look this up. Make sure.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Because I still have my owl. Am I able to give my owl a potion and send it to Gale?
What is the strength of your owl? What's the strength skill score of your owl? Meanwhile, okay, so I'm gonna pick a random person. Yeah, so I'll just go around the table with the 7 to figure out who is eligible for the trap. But if you're in the corridor, 1, 2, 3, I'll roll again. So there's not a person. Number 1, Myrrh. Where are you? Okay, so the traps that trap does not fire off because you're away. Number 3, you, Derrick, where are you here in this mix here?
Red.
You're that one there? Okay, yes, so
I'm just on
a
that
swinging
cross-
chain of the spiked ball flies out towards you. Do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, nice.
What's that? So that's 23.
Okay, 23, no problem. You jump over the swinging trap, and it reminds you that you have to disable those, but they are done. Now we are at pair number 1.
Right, that's me.
Oh, that's you, Soul. That's right. Okay, Myrrh.
Strength is a modifier of -4.
Okay. Yeah, it is not strong enough. Your owl is
Do you
too
have
weak to
mage
carry. A potion is like a half a pound or so. It's pretty.
Okay.
Do you have a mage hand?
No, I don't.
I have mage hand.
Mage hand would do it, but I'm afraid the owl can't.
What do I want to do?
Remember, yeah, have your move ready when we come up.
That was right in the whole way.
Yeah, behind.
I gotta go first, but faster, else I'll make you do the dodge action.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Now, do I move here? Do I still get attacked?
No.
I'm still in here. That's fine. That's still in range. And I use Ice Knife.
Yes.
Can you
Fine.
move any further?
Well, I don't want to get attacked by it.
Oh,
Yeah, I would attack of opportunity by moving
Yeah.
away from this one.
Yeah.
So using Ice Knife against the pair of 2s.
Yeah.
Okay, so do your spell attack bonus, I believe, against the first of the pair.
What was it? Where is it?
On the white one.
Healing is a potion.
15?
15 hits. All right, do your damage against 1, and then we'll do the dexterity saving throw. I believe it was the constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do a couple con saving throws for each. So the original target is a 7, which fails. The next target is a 13, which I believe is higher than your spell DC.
D10 is.
Well, you're right.
Yep, the
13
D10 is there. Yep.
Sorry.
What's your spell DC?
13.
Okay, yeah, so he saves. So the first one takes initial 6 damage.
Damage. And then I need. What was it?
That was pair number 2.
2d.
And then roll those for that.
It's a dex saving throw.
Oh, is it dex saving throw?
Dex sa-
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it
Still,
is.
still applies. Still about the same bonus either way.
And so one of them gets the second damage.
Okay. Yep. So the original target gets the secondary damage.
9.
Okay. So 6 from the initial nice knife plunging into him, and then it explodes, tearing his flesh more for 9. And he's not quite bloody. He was untouched. So he's taken a big chunk out of him, but he is not bloodied yet. All right, Merv, good job.
They have more then.
Who's next is pair number 5.
Because that was 15, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I go?
You can go first, yeah. I'm going for white one.
So
Remember, I'm making death saving throws, and that's
Yeah.
going to be a problem as well.
you've got mage hand as well, then.
I do have mage hand,
So
yes.
that can pick up his healing spell.
Yes, it could.
So I want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, there
and
you go.
I want to cast Thunderwave, which is going to create
Ooh, yeah.
a 15-foot cube from me. So it's going to be actually it's going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be that cube.
Ah, very good. Yeah. So you pick a 3x3 square with you at one edge. That's perfectly
Nice.
positioned to get all of that. You need a line of effect to everybody, but that corner to corner. So all of them do get captured. What kind of saving throw do they have to make?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Constitution saving throw. I will roll this openly. So we'll do this and start rolling your damage because it'll be the same damage for all the targets. So I'll start rotating around. What is your spell DC, by the way?
13.
Okay, so this one saves. Next one saves. The weakened one fails. The boss saves. Oh, the weakened one gets hit.
That's good.
That's right.
Get one of them out of the way.
2
2
damage, but
damage.
is also pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, yes.
Ooh, reaction.
Yeah, well, no, it's pushed when the, yeah, that's right. So forced movement can trigger a reaction when it's willingly moved. God, I just remembered this a little bit.
Pushing that way, we all just.
Can we push him?
Yeah.
Does it
through the-
get-
attacks?
When it is, yeah, when it's,
Like it's a cube. Can he be pushed over the boss? Is that
man, I can't remember.
Well,
Yeah,
you
let's
want
take
you
it.
want him pushed towards, I guess, like any.
If it's magical forced movement, I don't think it does trigger.
Let's trigger for now because I hate to be wrong. So Thunderwave trigger. Let's say he does take opportunity attacks as he moves away from you. I think logically he'd be pushed over here. And who is next to him that wants to use your reaction?
That was me.
Okay, so remember this use your reaction. You can use it once per turn.
It's a D20.
Yes, so regular attack. Whatever weapon you have in your hand. It's got to be a melee weapon you have in your hand.
So that's let's see. Oh, melee weapon. Nice. So that's 12. 60. Yeah.
Okay, with a 16, that definitely hits. So do your damage against white number 1. Good job. Double whammy. Been weakened, bloodied already, as you can see. The thunder wave rattled him
That's
back.
4.
4 is enough to kill him. So as he moves away, he's sort of stumbling. He lifts up his arms, stumbling backward, opens up a nice spot on his belly, and you slash him as he goes away, and you kill him as a result. Well done. His shard pops out. You see that both the boss and this other one, they both sort of move their hand at the same time. They seem to be using their reaction to try to get the red shard with a little bit of a sort of contest of wills. It is this one in back that grabs that shard. And if you notice that it sails away from where it spilled out of the dead guy and sort of hits that one in the chest right where the scar is, but he seemed to be ready for it, and he catches it with his hand. He puts it into this little pouch in his pocket. So it's like a little leather pouch that he puts in and snaps it closed. So you can see they're still very intent. That happened on the previous guy that died as well. It's the boss who got that one. So all the red shards, as soon as they're getting produced, they're grabbing them from each other, reminding you what that is all about. But the white one is done. Very good. That was pair number 1. Do we have a second in pair number 1? We were in
no, it's still my turn.
Sorry, it's for pair number 5. Is there anybody else in pair number
I
5?
still haven't made a turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're in pair number 5, it's your turn.
Let's go for white number 2.
Okay.
Just with a short bow. So that
Now,
is-
so you have your dagger out, right?
Sorry?
In order to draw the short bow,
Oh yeah.
you need 2 hands for the short bow.
Right.
You have to throw the dagger to the ground. There's a feat that you can get, which is called quick draw, which you can like sheathe your dagger and get it out and look really cool. But as it is, you don't have that power. You can only switch weapons at a cost. You can only interact with 1 weapon per turn in combat. That means your dagger will be lying on the floor.
Okay. I'm happy to put the dagger on the floor.
Okay. And sorry, you are which? This red helmet?
Yes, that's right.
All right.
I have many weapons. Haha.
Haha.
Okay, yeah, and that is for a. Yeah, so
Add 5 to it.
16. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit. You hit number 2.
And that's 4.
Okay. 4. Was it white or yellow, or did it matter to you?
I'm gonna go for white.
Okay. White. Okay. Sorry. How much was damage with that?
4.
4, all right, 4 damage. So an arrow gets through the armor and reduces his ardor a little bit,
And
but he's still
I'll,
doing fine.
and I'll use my reaction on the trap.
Yes, so using a bonus action on the
Yeah,
trap.
that's right.
Did you already disable the trap here before?
I have one more. I disabled it twice.
Yeah. So I believe that this one, once you operate the control panel, is like there's nothing more to do. So you have to move to a different location. You can move away, but you get an opportunity attack. You can't move through him. But yeah. If you step through here, you won't get an opportunity attack. You'll be right up against your enemies without a dagger.
Oh yeah, because I thought that would be like around the corner. That I wouldn't get an opportunity attack. That's why.
Unfortunately
No,
not.
I think I'll just stay where I am. Actually.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that trap is still going then.
Well done, Mel.
All right. Who is next? That was the end of pair 5.
Actually,
We're in pair number 2.
yeah, so first thing I'm going to do is drink my potion of healing.
Okay. All right.
So,
You used your second wind already, I assume?
already did, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that's
2d4 plus 2.
4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay, that is an action to do, but you can still use your bonus action to disable a trap if you wish.
So that's that. I've got 8 hit points. Cracking them up, yeah.
All right.
I'm in the corridors, so
Okay. Yeah, disable trap. You got to get out of there.
what I want to do is
Running
get
around.
over here and eventually swap to my bow because I'm in no fit state to take on melee.
Okay.
So 1, 2,
Good.
3, 4, 5,
Yep.
6.
Yeah, you made it. All right, through the other bodies
But I
and you're in the
can't-
right location.
Do a bonus because I'm not next to one of these. A trap.
Yeah, you can't really, though. I would say that because Derekin just did that, I think I'll cheat things just a little bit, right? I'll allow you to swap places with this one here if you like, and you can disable the trap. Because I took away from Derekin under borderline circumstances, so let's call that.
So what do I do for a
Right. So you could use history or investigation. Either you remember how these things work, or you can figure out how they work.
So, just an intelligence check thing, is it?
Yep. And this is a bonus action, so again, for people watching around the table or around the table, usually you have special things that you can only do certain things with the bonus action. I've added for this room a special thing you can do with your bonus action because it's disabling the trap.
No, failed.
Oh dear, what was your number anyway? Just
4.
Okay, no, the 4, that's not nearly enough. So you
16.
puzzle it over using history? Yeah? Or using history or investigation?
I would have been using investigation.
Yeah, okay. So trying to figure it out, you move the knobs a little bit, but you're not sure how that happens. If anything, maybe the trap speeds up a little bit. Okay.
Now it comes to me.
Yes. Who's next?
Alright. I've only got one thing to do. It's the start of your turn, isn't it?
I
Do it at the same
believe it's the end of your turn, actually. That doesn't matter in this case.
12.
A 12! Okay, so how many successes and failures on your death saving throw?
If that's a success, then 2 successes.
It is a
now.
success. You have 2 successes. If you get a 3rd success, you will be stable but still unconscious. So healing still will have an important way to get your comrade back on side. Good job, Gale. Where are we at now? I should use this to keep track of. Are we at pair number 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So Gale was part of pair number 2?
He was.
Okay, who's the other pair in pair number 2?
Oh no, sorry. Gale and I were together.
Okay, so we're done with number 2. Pair number 3.
That's us.
Yeah.
Philip
Right
and Darwin. I know what I want to do. Do you want to go first, or I can go first? Yeah, I want to run up here and take a shot.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you can definitely get within range.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. If you're at 4, you can move 2 more squares from
Yeah.
there if you like. So go and move
So,
yourself.
I'm gonna pull out my longbow.
All right. Yeah. Now, were you previously chopping with a sword?
Pardon?
Were you chopping someone with a sword
No,
beforehand?
she was using a longbow.
Okay,
Yeah.
you've been using a longbow the whole
So
time.
it's
Okay.
still- yeah,
and
it's
you-
still
you're on.
shooting.
You just keep track of yourself. Remember what I
Yeah.
said about weapons.
All right.
Okay, so with the longbow, firing at number 5.
And I'm doing 6.
I have the
And
boss.
plus 7.
Ooh, I love that
6
number.
and I know. Yeah, 6 is that 13?
Okay, with the 13, yes. He's not very fast on his feet, and this armor is thin. Roll your damage against him.
Number.
So damage is this one. This one here is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, look up on your sheet. You go and help
Sorry.
her out there.
2d6.
It's not.
That's
The
not
bow.
Oh, it's a 1
1d8.
8
Okay.
plus 3.
All right, I've got to let each damage here.
Okay.
Yep, so rolling a d8, adding your dexterity bonus for a little bit of extra damage. Oh, rolled a 1, but you add your dexterity, add whatever the plus is. Tell me what your total is.
Plus, which one here?
Yeah, it'll be written next.
Oh, 4,
So-
yes. sorry.
Okay, so your dexterity saves the day a little bit, so you do take a little chunk out of number 5. That was you. Who else is in pair number 3? Oh, remember you can use bonus. Do you want to use your bonus action to
Oh,
try and save
yeah.
the
I
trap?
wanted to do it second wind as well, so I could get
Yeah,
mine.
so you could use your bonus action to do second wind instead of
Yeah.
disabling the trap. So, yeah, please do remember your bonus action. This is what this is really important about. And, yep, so you're already taken care of there. That's good.
So I've moved up here,
Yep,
and Tulip's going to lift raise his shield
yeah.
and start chanting
That one there.
to his goddess ROI.
All right, ROI.
And again, channeling divinity
Ah, okay, good.
and use preserve life.
Woo!
Is that 30 feet? That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, that'd be within 30 feet. Where's your token? Yep, that's right. Yep, yeah, within 30 feet. Yes.
So I can give up to 10 HP to creatures within 30 feet,
Yep.
but I can't give more than half of their HP.
Okay, good.
So you
So,
can give 9 if you max one, because I've got 18.
Okay, is anyone else below half of their HP?
Yes, I am. I've only got
So
8 of 28.
So 1 goes to you and the 9 go to you.
So what do I get? Sorry,
So he gives out. He can do using preserve life. I can give out 10 HP, but I can't be more than. So you have to be below your half threshold. If that makes sense. So
Yep.
9 goes to
Gale.
Gale,
Yeah.
and 1 goes to.
Okay. All right. So I get one more HP. Thank you.
It's amazing.
okay.
And
Very good.
as my bonus action, because that was my I used my channel divinity,
9 hit points. Is that right?
and as my bonus action, he's going to tap into his rage,
All right. Barbarian Rage coming out.
which means that he won't be able to use spells now.
Okay.
So nobody else.
Roar! So remember how rage works. You got to keep attacking or keep taking damage. That used your bonus action, so no opportunity to do the trap. Okay, that makes sense. Back to the Red's turn. I forgot the boss last time. You're welcome. I'm going to have the boss go first so I don't forget. The boss is going to hold his action. It's like he readies something for a certain condition to be met. Remember, you can do this as well. He'll use his reaction in order to do this. So it's a little bit of a disadvantage because now he can't use his reaction to, say, do an opportunity attack. Keep this stuff in mind. Every little tactical bit helps. So the boss is about to use his reaction. However, as I said before, he's kind of 2 people glued together dynamically, so he sort of has 2 reactions that he can make. What is he waiting for? He's waiting for his buddies to come in. These come in, and as soon as this one gets into place, the boss is going to swing at the one that he can reach, which is over here, the red helm. And it is with advantage, because he waited until his friends are there.
Do I get an attack of opportunity now when I'm actually?
You can, because now they were standing there, I believe.
So
Yep.
I
Yep. So yeah, number 2, and they certainly wouldn't be expecting it. So you would surprise them. You'd have advantage. It cancels out the fact that you're lying prone, which would be disadvantage.
So straight.
So it's just a straight d20, and you can hit number 2 as you do.
15 plus.
Yeah,
Already hits.
Alright.
that's great.
Stuff, which is plus 1. So
Okay,
16.
16 is past his AC, so do your damage against yellow 2. 6, man. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like you get hit by anything right by his leg. So what? That thing's alive.
Calf as he walks away.
And they're already moved. The boss says, just keep coming over here. I'm ready to wail on this one. So this one continues this action and moves away. But they now know that you're up. The boss has held the action, is going against Red Helm here with an advantage. This, remember, you have a +2 to your AC because he's going around the corner. Gives you gives you cover, as it's called. And with a swing of his mace, with advantage to 22, which I'm sure is higher than your improved AC, you get thumped by the boss's mace for 6 points of damage. And the action that he's using, of course, is multi-attack. So all these things should be attacking. I've also been holding back on multi-attack. So he uses his second attack also with advantage. Okay, with the 17. All right, that is up against your improved AC. So who's this?
So it hits me.
Yep, and your AC +2 is what?
16.
16. So it's still enough. He reaches around the corner and hits you. You get bludgeoned for 7 points of damage. All right. Just wailing. I see. He is too. He's strong enough to take his both attacks. And again, I am trying to be as mean to you as possible. So he, as the boss, really cranks up the damage. He's going to do this all over again. He's up against you with a 6. However, this time he hits the side and splinters the wood. His second attack is a 23. That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage against you, Darrican.
I am down.
Down goes Darrican.
I'm down.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. White number 1's no more. Number 2, these two have held their action, and now they're going to continue. These two are going to start spreading the love around now that Darrican is down. Number 2 is going to go for the red eye. Who is that?
Oh, me.
That red eye has no buddies next to us. This is not with advantage against you, Myrrh. But with a 16, I believe it'll hit you anyway.
Yeah.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage from that one. He has multi-attack, so he hits you again with a 22. Myrrh gets thumped yet again for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
So 22 was 10?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
8 health.
Okay, all right. White number 2 comes across the other one that he can reach without having cover, which is this silver leaf, which is who? All right, up against you, Tulip. With a 5, the first one swings completely wide. His timing is off, charging in. But the second with a 17, I believe, might hit you. Yeah. And that is 6 bludgeoning damage against you, Tulip.
Resistance to bludgeoning, though, what would that be?
Oh, he has advantage on these devices. Resistance to bludgeoning. You take half of that damage, so cut it in half. So I'll tell you what the incoming damage is. It's your job to cut it in half. So you took 6. Instead of 6, you take 3. That's what Rage does instead of, so the way you tank is it's reduce the damage coming in. That was number 2. Number 3, they've got a good thing going, though I think they would rather start moving their way over here so they can start firing at your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they seem to be running around, and they're going to continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Opportunity attack.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that was.
So I'm
I thought this was an enemy. I thought this was an enemy, but I'll pretend they're very confident and stupid. So they're going to set up over here, but on the way you can take a slash at one of them.
Yeah. So I grab my great sword.
All right.
And so it's 2d6.
You gotta roll the attack.
Yeah, roll to attack. So you roll d20. That's just like your usual attack, as if it were your turn.
I got a 10.
A 10 plus something else.
7.
Yeah, plus your usual.
Plus 4.
That's good enough. Okay. Now, I'm going to play the Reds here. This is the way the Reds go. As they run by, this is, oh, it's just a woman, don't worry, as they walk by. So it must be very satisfying. Oh, yeah? No way.
That's a man.
Oh, sorry. Oh, too bad. That would have been a good joke. Sorry, Colin, I forgot. Okay, good. Do your damage.
So whatever your great sword damage.
You're going against...
So 2d6.
2d6 plus 2.
Oh,
Go again.
gee whiz. 2, so 5.
Okay, 5. Let's say that's against the white one, if you're keeping track of who's gotten a little bit damaged, but that's the first time that it's taken damage, so he is still doing strong, but you still clocked him a good one as he came by. They use their dash to get here, so they don't take an action. That basically took their whole turn, but to get into an ideal killing position.
So just go and get an attack of opportunity against both of those, or just
No, because you only get, you have to use your reaction to do it, and you only get one reaction per turn. All right. Ooh. Emerald has come by. You're prone still, so Emerald's going to get up close and personal. No, I think Emerald with a bow. No, he's scared. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he fires, but with disadvantage at you, having realized that but being prone is a disadvantage against a prone target. And with a longbow, aiming at a smaller target, he gets a 13.
My armor class is 14.
All right, so the arrow shatters just next to you, but because you're small form, you don't manage. The number 5 is going to continue. His partner, rather than... Oh, actually, he gets multi-attack himself, so he fires twice. But he still has disadvantage firing at you. He says, no, I can do this, I'm a good shot. 9, no, the next one sails over you this time. The boss says, hit him, if he's alive, you gotta kill him. Emerald, you're with us now, I expect better of you. This number 5 is still going to use his crossbow, because I think it's getting a little crowded in there. He can only get a couple ideal targets, and they both have cover. So if it's 1, 2 versus 3, 4. 1, so silver leaf in the front. This is advantage because he's next to a buddy, but your armor class is improved by 2 as this comes in. With an 8, no, it actually, it hits the armor of his buddy, but luckily does not damage his buddy. And that was him, but he's got a second attack that he's doing as well with advantage. Coming in with the heavy crossbow from number 5 with a 16. Perhaps that one hits your improved armor class.
Yes.
What is your armor class when it's improved by 2?
15.
15. Okay, still. This is a heavy hitting bolt. 5 points of piercing damage sinking into your armor.
Okay, so half of when I round up.
You would drop all fractions. So when you always round down.
I'll round up.
Yep. So you only take 2 points of damage. That rage, and good. You get to maintain your rage because they're shooting at you. That's always a good thing. Right on. That was 1 through 5, and I actually remembered the boss stage. Okay, we are back to the top of the order. Number 1, Myrrh, is you, and then remember, number 5, you're on deck. So start talking strategy.
I am using my new spells.
Hey, goody.
Snilllock Snowball Swarm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure.
So it's a area effect. It hits everyone,
Oh.
but it's a dex save for half damage.
Okay. So where's the area that you're casting it?
Yep.
Okay. All right, and what's the
It's,
size of the area that it affects?
I think it's 5 foot.
Okay, so 5 foot radius around that?
Yep.
Let me read
I
that.
do have. That's the spell.
Right, yeah, okay, great. Yep, 3, 6, yep. Second level evocation. Range area, okay, so at 9 feet, yeah, a 5 foot area. So yeah, it's a 5 foot radius around here, so it basically affects 4 squares. So you would pick maybe this point, so you get these 2, or you could try to get the boss. You can actually get here and only get these 2.
The boss.
Yes, the boss in yellow. So it doesn't actually affect any of your friends.
Yeah.
A flurry
I
of...
have Sculpt spell, so.
Oh, okay, great. So flurry of snow comes around, all right? So let's go ahead and do the save for the boss. What is it, dexterity saving throw, you said?
Yes, 13.
Okay, all right. Let me look that up. Okay, so he's seeing if he can make a 13. No, the boss fails. Do your damage against the boss. And because the boss is 2 people stacked together, you're actually doing damage to both sort of halves of the boss. Sort of a nice thing to do. The yellow 2, so roll your damage. Yellow 2.
That's, what is that, 14.
Okay, 14 points of damage, twice the boss. And what is your spell DC?
DC,
13.
Okay, 13. This is not enough. So they are not very dexterous, as I already said. So this second one fails. So the same damage happens to that one. What a hit. That is yellow number 2. Takes another 14 points of damage. Holy cow.
Boom.
Okay. Oops, I did this wrong. Think of what your next move is while I catch up to my mistake here.
Who's next?
So yellow should be bloodied, right?
Yellow. Oh, wait. Is yellow that got it? Yellow dies!
Oh.
Yeah!
Straight off.
Oh, I just want to say one thing. Not seeing silly or anything, but
Fantastic.
if we go for the boss, we're better off going for his minions because they get action economy. The less enemies there are, the better. So definitely.
The minions.
All right.
are the boss
Yeah, the
too.
minions are the
So
actually the
pair
Pair
ones.
number 5. Start talking about
Yeah, still. Yes, that's true.
All right, pair number 5. Which of you is going?
Okay, I'm gonna go because Derek can't. I'm the gold one there. Can I like reach around the corner and touch white number 2
Yes.
with a shocking grasp?
Okay, so melee spell attacks against AC, so his AC will be improved by 2 because he's got cover. Okay, but you can reach him. Right, so do a melee spell attack. Do you know what your bonus is for that? It is your prime spellcasting attribute. What are you? You're a wizard.
Oh, is it?
So intelligence +2. So intelligence bonus +2 is your melee spell attack bonus. So it's a melee range, but you're using your spell
So
power.
that's a 20.
You hit him with shocking grasp. Do your damage, and remember he cannot take reactions as a result of this. This is white number 2.
1d8 damage. 8.
Okay, very good roll. All right.
Maximum.
So his skin crackles and blackens a bit as you grab onto him, and he didn't expect that. It's like she's powerful, he says with a great surprise. And that is your turn. Well done. Who's next? You doing a death saving throw, I believe. You can move
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
wish there.
I think I'll stay where I am at the moment.
Ooh, that's only a 4.
4. So mark down. You have your check boxes there. So you have 1 failure, 3 failures, and you are dead unless you're stabilized or healed. That was pair number 5, I believe, all done. Pair number 2, you're up next.
Alright, I'll go. The first thing that I'm going to do, now that I'm awake again, is move so that I can see Derrican just 1 square
Yep, sure.
ahead.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Healing Word.
All right.
Bonus action. 'cause it's a
Okay,
bonus
very
action, which is 3 plus 3 to 6.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
You're up again.
I'm up again.
All right, you're prone until it's your turn, but yes, very good.
And as I was prone, so I'm going to use half my movement to get up to do
That's
that.
right, yep,
So
stand up
I've
requires
got
that.
now 10 feet left.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to move
Your base speed is 20?
30.
30. Okay, so you got 15 feet that you can move.
But I moved just 5.
Oh, you did. You're right.
So I'm going to move back 2 squares.
Yep, sure. Back
And
you go.
The next thing I'm going to do is just double checking the range, which is 60 feet on the white guy that I can see.
Yeah.
Next to all our people, I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Ooh.
What's that do?
So they need to, a humanoid that I can see within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. It'll be paralyzed for 1 minute. So 13 DC.
Okay, I guess 13 DC. No, he is not very wise. He freezes, so he gets shocked by you. He starts to glare at you like he rears back his mace in revenge against you, but then his mace just freezes. His eyeballs barely move, but he is no longer a threat.
Which means he can't take attacks of opportunity for everyone to move out of it.
Ah, very good. Okay, and how long does Hold Person last?
1 minute.
Okay, remember that if I make a move. I'm not trying to cheat, I just forget these things. Okay, good job, Gale. Who's next?
So this guy's frozen. Is that
Yep,
right?
frozen. Frozen in
Okay.
place. It means you have, because he's incapacitated or whatever else, I believe you have advantage to hit him too.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Does it say anything about he's incapacitated, for example?
So he's paralyzed.
Paralyzed, yeah. So,
So
yep.
paralyzed means he can't do anything.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm like that.
Not quite what I had.
Leave.
Right.
Yeah, so
You gotta kill the dungeon
Okay.
master.
So
he's incapacitated, yeah, so he can't take actions or reactions. Got it.
Well,
Yep.
then
3, 4.
be best to move through.
And you have advantage to hit him while he's paralyzed.
I don't want to get reaction against that.
Oh, where are you going?
So I think it gets it there.
So when he's paralyzed,
Yeah, you wouldn't get reaction anyway because you're still.
Oh, because I'm still. Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
while he's paralyzed, any attack that hits it is a critical hit if you're within 5 feet.
Hit that white.
Does he redo the save every time he gets hit or something? Oh man, how powerful.
Alright, so I'll attack number 2.
Okay, number 2, chop, chop, chop.
It's a good
Chop it down like a tree.
It's a save for him at the end of each of his turns.
Oh, okay.
So is it
that
just
makes
a-
sense. Yep, regular attack, but
Regular
you have
attack?
advantage. Sorry,
Oh,
so
well,
you do have
that's
advantage.
okay.
That's okay, you got it anyway. Good.
Hit, so you roll double damage.
Yeah,
dice.
so roll all the dice. You roll twice. So I'm at critical hit thanks to being paralyzed.
That's 7 plus 3 is 10.
Okay, 10. So yeah, you roll the dice twice, but you add your bonus once, your strength bonus once, and that's so 10 is what it comes to.
Sorry, 7 plus 2. 2
Okay.
is 9.
Okay, all right. So paralyzed as he is, he bleeds. His blood is not paralyzed and is streaming down him, but you just tell that he's trying his best to move, but the power of your spell is keeping him there. At the end of each turn, he'll take another roll. That is very powerful. Good job, Archie. Who else is in pair number 3?
That's it, we're done.
We're done. Okay.
So we're pair number
Were
3.
you?
Us.
Did you?
Yes,
Yep, pair number 3.
Yeah.
Bonus
So,
action.
Section to
um,
disable the trap.
Oh, disable trap.
Okay,
Sorry.
sure. That's fine.
Sorry, we forgot about that.
No worries. Where are you
Sorry.
standing?
There
You
go.
should do that too.
No, I did the bonus action.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
I'm the cog.
Okay, yeah, Scott, yep, sure, yep, that wall's free. No, unable to.
Way too complicated for me.
Yeah.
What is this thing? This doesn't change lines and stuff.
All right, turn number 3. What you gonna do?
Which means that we don't take opportunity.
Well, I was going to run along through here, and because I've got my bow in my hand, and
Yeah.
shoot the boss.
Yeah, sure, you can do that. Run, 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 run. So you're behind this one, do some blockage, putting your body, interposing there with your shoulders and shooting at the boss. Go for it. Roll your attack with the bow. Get ready for the boss.
Ooh.
12.
12, that's good.
And then I've got with my longbow +7. So
Yeah, that's great.
+3. Is it?
No.
Oh, that's the damage.
Yeah.
So,
So he's just saying, so where's that one with the bow? And the arrow hits him in the back, answering his question.
1d8.
Roll your damage.
1d8 +3.
so it's 7.
7 points of damage, very good. He's bloodied by this. And as it is, his arm hangs limp. You know, he's been taking 2 actions, essentially 2 people from the DM's point of view. He is now only 1 creature instead of 2 creatures. So one of the pair is basically dead now. So you've taken him through the halfway point,
And can I do
and
a bonus
his other half is
attack
a little damaged too.
and disable a trap?
Sure, yes you can. Yeah, so as you go past, you can try to disable the trap from that wall, and or you can reach it from where you are. Go for it. So this is either whatever's better, history or investigation.
Ghislaine as well. Remember, you probably haven't used your action surge, which at any point you can use, which will give you an extra.
Sure. Why don't we finish this turn here, and then maybe in between, just go explain that. So let's
Okay,
finish off this turn before that.
History or...
Yeah, history or investigation. So they're both
I got
intelligent.
+2 in history.
Oh, good. You've read your books.
Investigation, I've got 0.
Okay, yeah. So history. Try to remember what you've read about these things. So you get a +2 on your d20 to try to disable this trap.
9.
A 9, I'm afraid not. No, this is rather difficult to do. But yeah, with a 9, you are not successful.
Tulip starts roaring in a kind of gurgle of fury, but if anyone,
Yeah.
anyone who can understand Dwarvish can catch the word flowers.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. All right.
And
great.
so he rushes towards the boss and swings at his warhammer,
Arr.
and he misses.
Oh, yes, how about the flowers, the worshippers of your god. That's
It was an impressive miss.
yeah, that's right. It's still. So you are in his face. Good job, Tulips. We're done with pair number 3.
Yeah, and then he's going to try. Actually, because he's raging, would he be able to try and disengage traps?
Yes, sure.
So he's just going to try and investigate. 'cause
Yeah, if he reaches
he's
over,
too,
yeah.
He's too furious to think about this.
All right, yeah.
And
He started bashing at the controls. Can't figure it out.
So terrible with these trap rolls, aren't we?
Okay, well, the boss is right in your face. You're in his face, and he's got a buddy next to you. So with advantage, he's going to take his revenge on you. The boss's
Does
turn
that count?
is
Is he paralyzed? Paralyzed?
interesting. Let me read about pack tactics. Good thought. One of his allies, and the ally isn't incapacitated. All right, so he does a very good job. No advantage as he tries to attack the raging now barbarian. And with a 6, it does not work. It hits your armor, and you are tough as nails. This boss, wounded as he was by the bow, does not get to take another action. But he does a multi-attack. So so every time he does a blow, he does 2 blows. That's just the natural. So even though he's 1, ooh. So he hits you there, maybe with rage, you laugh it off. It's like, and as you do, he uppercuts you with the mace and gets a critical hit against you. He's rolling his damage twice, and he has 9 bludgeoning damage against you. But remember to cut that in half.
Oh, 4.
That was the boss. Number 2 does another save, so he can't do anything apart from a Constitution or Wisdom save. That's right.
Wisdom.
Okay. Ooh, he is freed from his action, but he is out of action for now, but he is no longer incapacitated. Number 3, as promised, they're going to be shooting their bows at the 2 targets that are nearby. But this one here has got advantage, so they're going to take each of you. Advantage against you, Red Helm, because the buddy boss is nearby. So with advantage, this crossbow's heading your way.
Well, I'm down, so.
Oh, you're down, right? So you're.
I've got you back up.
I gave you 6.
Yeah, but I'm still down.
Yes, sorry. So
Right.
that advantage is canceled out because of that. Yes, very good.
Sorry.
And with an
Right,
11,
that's
I
right.
believe it doesn't hit. So very good. Thank you for reminding me of this. That's right. Okay, so it's heavy crossbow. Can they do multi-attack? Yes, I think heavy crossbow means they can attack twice. It does say no, it's 2 melee attacks. Okay, so yeah, heavy crossbow is too heavy to do it. So only 1 shot with a heavy crossbow. Unable to. The white 3 is going to go you with a red eye.
Yep, that's me.
I think this one is going to run in because basically he's going to throw down his heavy crossbow because he's going to use the same rules that you have. Now crossbow is lying.
Does that mean we can pick up that crossbow?
Yes, you certainly can. Speaking of picking things up, I was just about, and it wasn't because you mentioned it. This dagger sitting here, the boss picks up the dagger.
Oh.
Unless you do, so we'll do a contested dexterity. So he's going to roll dexterity, you roll dexterity because you try to keep it away from him. 6.
Do I have that one?
Yes.
That's a 22.
You don't, so remember, you can use anybody can use an item interaction to pick that up, but it's out of a hostile space as it is. He has to do that contest. Oh, well, he tried and didn't work. He throws down a heavy crossbow, white number 3, and runs over to you with the red eye. And this, not being next to a buddy, he still just takes a regular swing of the mace, number 1.
Oh.
With a 6, no, you managed to duck out of the way and it shatters against the wood next to you. The second one's a 7, so bam, you duck you duck again. Then he tries to hit low. You jump over that one and hits the wood again.
Oh, good.
Hey, good job with the thugs. That was number 3. Number 4 and emerald and all that stuff. So I'll make sure to do that. So. Yeah, so number 5 here, yeah, exactly. So number 5, he also throws down his crossbow. And,
Heavy crossbow.
His heavy crossbow, and he pulls out his mace and doesn't have advantage, but he is going to strike twice. So once you go in with a 14.
I have a 14.
So that does, your armor is not quite thick enough to repel it. You take 3 bludgeoning damage. But that spins you out of the way. The next one, by rolling a 3, you manage to get out of the range of his second swing. Emerald. You know, it's like, don't worry, boss. I'm gonna take on this pesky one down here. Let's see, where'd he go? The one that was the lizard. I'm gonna find him. So he comes up this way. He's sort of hunting, holding out his bow. He can sort of see a piece of you, but you have a +2 on cover. So he's gonna try to get close to you. So he's gonna take a shot from this distance. You have a +2 on your AC. As he does a multi-attack. 1 shot with the longbow against your improved AC is a 9. It hits the wood. The next shot from the longbow against your improved AC is a 20. Gale, you take some damage from that. You're pierced for 4. I got him, he says. I'm going to get a better shot. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He thinks better of it, actually. He measures the distance. Yeah, I think I have a better shot. I'm just a little bit further away, he says, as he sort of backs off a bit. So he seems to be a little bit panicked. That was number 5. That was Emerald. That was everybody, I believe. We did 1, 2, 3, and that is somebody else. So we're done. We go with the traps. Again, around the table. First trap goes 3 8s in a row. It goes against you, assuming that you're not in the hallway. Okay. So against you, do a dexterity saving throw.
No, you win.
Oh, that's
He's right here.
okay. That's 8.
An 8, no, a sword slashes out, and you take 7 slashing damage from that trap.
Half
And he hand tilts down.
Oh!
Did you halve it, Merv?
Yeah, that's
Do you have it?
Uh,
The second trap goes for you, Mur. Are you still here?
No, I'm the red eye.
Okay, you're the red eye. All right. So a spiked ball. You do a dexterity saving throw, Mur.
So,
God, it should just be me.
fuck.
4. A 4 is not good enough. You don't even see it coming as it does 7 bludgeoning slashing damage towards you.
I'm 1 HP, guys.
Oh, it's getting dire.
Why?
Those are the traps.
So good though that you're not on.
Yeah. Are you doing all you can to disable these traps? Remember your bonus actions.
We are, but we're just failing.
Okay.
It's too complicated.
Oh, that's right. All right.
Alright.
Top of the order is you, Mur.
Right, where am I going?
Oh, it's getting dire.
Do you have a healing potion on you?
No.
If I go here,
Uh
then through here, do I get attacked by him?
huh.
Attacked by
You
what?
get by one of them.
So this one will take a swing at you as you depart.
Oh yeah, there's that one. Forgot that one. Oh crap, I can't move.
Paralyzed means he's prone.
He's not paralyzed
Not
anymore,
paralyzed.
but no, he was standing up as he was.
Yeah. What am I doing? I will just use Ice Knife
Okay, sure. Pick a target.
on the boss.
Okay, ice knife on the boss. There's some cover involved, so do your attack against the boss. He's got a +2 to his AC.
Oh, this is horrible. Oh, 5.
Okay, 5. No, the ice knife shatters on the floor next to the boss's feet. It was aimed too low.
But he still needs to make the save.
Oh, that's right. It
Does he
shatters
make a
out.
save?
Okay, yeah, that's right. Keeping it as a con save or a dex save. Well, I think it's high enough. So the boss saves, but still 5 foot. Does it hit everybody in a radius around?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you sculpt that spell. Okay. All right. That is done for Myrrh, pair number 5. Who's in
Alright.
pair number?
Okay, so I am going to step forward 1, and I'm going to reach out to number 2 again, and I'm going to hit him with another shocking grasp.
Okay, there you go. So this time it's against his regular AC. He's not protected by the corner. Roll your attack. Again, remember it's the intelligence plus proficiency bonus on your d20s. Woo!
22.
All right, that's plenty. Roll your damage against that, and that is white number 2.
7.
Yeah, that's good.
All
That's
right.
good.
Oh, his skin is charred. He's you can tell that like his skin is coming off and peels. It means he's been bloodied for a while. You've taken him further down, but he does not fall. Not quite
Is he
enough.
bloodied, though?
Zap. Oh yeah, he was already bloodied when he started, and this is really taking him closer. But he survives this terrible electricity surging through him. Who else is in that pair?
That's myself.
All right.
So as I grab the dagger, I'm
Number
gonna be like, "That's mine, bitch." And I turn around to go, and I go, "This is yours." And I stab number 3 white.
Okay, great.
I do it so fast. I turn around, just stab straight into
So you manage
him.
to stand up as you do it. That uses some of
Yes.
your movement. That's
Yep.
great. Okay, we'll erase that. And against whites,
That
3.
is going to be, so with the dagger, that's going to be an 11.
11 is just enough.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
punches
And-
through that armor.
Yeah,
Does he get sneak attack?
You get
Yes,
sneak
I
attack
do.
damage because you're next to a friend.
That's 4 and
That's just
sneak.
one.
Sorry? Yeah. Yeah, I added the 3.
Oh, sorry.
already.
Sorry.
So that's a 4 plus, I think that's an extra 1d4. Oh, 1d6. Lovely. Ooh.
6.
Do I add my +3 into there as well? No. Okay. So 10 damage.
Total of 10 damage. All right, so 3 was already bloodied. I should have done that. I should have done this a while ago. Is taken down further, does not fall. Bleeding heavily.
Lovely.
Number 3 stands with a dagger
Can I
jammed
use
between his
my?
ribs.
I would like to use my bonus action, whether it be whatever, like since you put this in,
Mhm.
but I'm a halfling anyway.
Yeah.
Can I use my bonus action to possibly, is it like dodge or disengage? I want
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
get
Yep, you can disengage, which means there's no attacks of opportunity against you as you run around.
Okay, now I might go, is it dodge?
Yep, dodge, yep, so you have full defense action. Yeah, so
Yes.
everything has disadvantage to hit you by
Yeah, I'll
dodge.
go with dodge then.
Okay, great.
And then my turn.
Okay. So that's one of the things in cunning action. Dodge is one of the things listed for cunning action. Okay, I forgot
Yes.
about that one.
No.
Rarely used, but very smart to
Let
do.
me just double check.
That's
that,
fine.
but I'm like 90% sure.
Okay, that was pair number 5. Pair number 2. Start planning your next one.
Somewhere, yeah.
Can you do that? Is that like a
Did
An
you explain
action.
the
Yeah.
action
I did.
bonus action?
Oh,
Or the
sorry.
action action surge. So
No, when you have your turn,
Yeah.
if you want, you can use your action surge as a one-time
Take 2
usage,
actions.
and you'll get 2 attacks.
okay?
yeah, the
Is it
fighter.
2 attacks or 2 actions?
2 actions.
When you
You
become
get
action.
2 actions, and your action can be used as an attack.
Anyway, so we're on now, isn't it? Yes. I will attack number 2.
Okay, yes, barely standing, previously frozen, stabbed, charred by electricity. Number 2 might be no longer of this world.
That's a 9. I'm afraid that's only a 9.
Oh, so newly enlivened, he jumps out of the way and it swings just wide. He's found his fighting spirit again.
Hang on. Can I, after I've rolled, use one of my superiority dice, add it to my roll before or after the roll.
Ooh, nice.
So
Okay.
I can use it after the roll. So I can
Okay.
have one superiority die, which is a D8. So
All right, let's see if it's high enough to go. That 9 may turn into something good.
An
Yes.
eight.
Yes. All right,
Okay.
using your special training, you were
Okay,
able to
so
turn
now I finally
failure into victory.
Okay, so now I'm all sorts. So that's a 1d8 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is 6.
6 points of damage. He dies. Wonderful turnaround of events, and down goes white number 2. Good job. All right. Good.
And for my go, I am going to move up 3 squares.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Healing Word on Tulip.
Okay.
Lovely.
Working together well.
Which is 6, and you're up.
All right. You are prone and alive. Very good. Good job. Good
And-
support from each other.
6 HP. And for my action, I am going to cast a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 60 feet. I don't quite reach. Okay. I'm going to move one more up
Okay.
diagonally
Yep, sure.
and cast Frostbite, which is a Constitution saving throw of 13
Okay.
on number 3.
Okay. Ah, no, not good enough. Number 3 takes damage from frostbite. Tell me what it does.
1d6 cold damage, so just 2 damage.
Okay, 2 damage. Damage as he is, he still stays standing, but he is frostbit. Every element coming out. All right, that's great. Who else is in turn number 2? Have we done both?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, turn number 3.
Okay,
Any bonus actions to disable traps?
I did
Okay.
bonus action
Oh,
already.
bonus action already.
And I,
Yes,
sorry,
that's
I
right,
need
that's
to
right.
do my bonus action on the
Okay, I'll
sorry.
let you do it, sure.
12.
With a 12 plus something?
Plus anything?
No, I don't get any pluses on that.
Really?
History.
It's history.
No, I've got 0. History.
Investigation.
Yeah, same 0.
Okay. Oh, sorry, not quite enough.
Please,
Not
it's
quite
hard
enough.
to
Getting
get
closer though. You're trying to figure it out. All right.
Overall.
Oh, like sleight of hand.
Okay.
Pair number 2. Pair number 3.
well, I suppose I've got my longbow in my hand, so
Yeah.
I should just shoot at the boss again.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. Sure. Go for it.
Yeah.
Fire at the boss.
I'm in the
Yeah,
right
if you
position.
use the action surge, it's up to you. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Talking to Darren.
So I got it's a 9.
Plus.
A 9 plus 7 is 16.
Woo! Yes, you hit the boss. Do your damage against the boss.
Okay, so I've got a D. That's a D.
That's a cocked die. You got to roll again. It's got to be perfectly flat. I didn't even see what the number was.
Oh, 2. That's worse.
5.
So plus 3, yeah. 5.
Okay, so I'm struck another 5. All right, he is bloodied. So he's now most of the way through. So he's basically lost 3/4 of his health.
Okay, now I'm
He's
going to
bleeding
use
very heavily
my
now.
surge.
Yes, use your action surge. You can do it again.
And I'll do it to the boss since I got the same. I can't
All right,
go
great,
behind
sure,
him
yeah,
because
yeah.
He's too close. So.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
20! All right, by rolling natural 20, you roll all of your dice twice.
Your
So-
luck has come back.
So yes, so roll your damage dice, but this time you'll each die twice and add the results.
7?
Mhm. Yeah, good.
4 plus a 1.
Yep, good. It's 8, and then plus whatever your usual bonus is.
Does she
8
have a
plus seven?
bonus to each one?
No, she only has the bonus once.
Plus 3.
Plus 7.
No, that's the attack.
Okay.
You're gonna do the
That's
damage.
for the 2 one you get.
Okay, plus 3.
All right, so what? 7 plus 3 is 10. Barely standing. An arrow is now
Sorry,
poked through him a couple times.
It's 7
Okay,
plus
7
1,
plus 1
so it's
plus
11.
3. So
Plus 11, okay, yep, still barely standing, peppered with arrows, but he is looking very woozy. You can see the other guys, like the other Reds, you can see their hands start to twitch as they know that their boss falls. You're going to want to get that shard. But the fight goes
Do you
on.
use your bonus action?
Oh,
To do
yeah,
the trap.
so I want to disable the trap. Sorry.
Okay, good, yes, use your bonus action. Yep, you can
So
do
that one
history
comes up.
or investigation.
I'll do history again.
Yep, D20.
So I got
Oh my goodness.
19.
Yeah.
No, good. All right, you've made progress towards disabling the trap. I know how many successes it is. You'll know when you're successful, but the traps are still going at full speed. You need to rack up more successes. We've only had 2 successes so far during this entire fight.
Yeah.
I've done
And,
2 on that one.
You did?
Next to me, yeah, I've done 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll call 3.
Unless you're absolutely sure I must have.
No, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll add another one to that. Okay, that was anybody else in pair number 3.
And so normally we're probably trying to do something a bit more smart. But the
Rage, the
the,
rage.
the shard around his neck is starting to glow.
Yeah, of course.
So he decides to rage again.
Okay. Ah!
And he takes a swing at the
Well,
boss.
so his rage continues, so he doesn't have to. Yeah, his rage. He doesn't. You have to spend another rage.
Yeah, because he was knocked out.
That's right. Oh, he was knocked out. That's why he lost it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
right.
So yes, you can cast rage a couple times, and you're doing it again.
And so that is using his warhammer. That's
Yeah.
18.
18. Yes, you're gonna hit the boss with that one. Do your damage. This might do it.
That's 7, 9.
9 down goes the red boss. Boom! The red shard pops out, and one of these guys, this one here, snatches it out, hits his chest, and
Can you
goes,
reach
oh,
it?
this is a good one. What?
Can you reach
He's
it?
got to go past me.
It
Can I
flies through. Yeah, as it goes
Can I
through.
do something to try and?
You can use your reaction to try to bat it out of the way. Sure,
Yeah.
let's do that. Yeah, try to
Right.
knock it out of the
Which one's
way.
that?
So sort of flying by, you might be able to whack. Just do a dexterity check.
6.
6. Ah, so you try, but it's just moving very fast, and you weren't quite ready for it.
Yeah.
So your hand goes a little bit beyond where it should, and it flies against that guy's chest. He's used his reaction to take it. So remember, he uses reaction. If you ever want to move away from him, he can't do an attack of opportunity. But he now has the boss's shards, and you can still hear the boss screams, of death coming from the shard. And he says, "Oh, I can't wait to plant you. I'm going to be very strong." And he puts that into his little pouch. Okay. Everybody done with pair number 3? All right. We are thugging it up once again. Well, this one here, newly encouraged, is you're not going to survive to see it happen. Well, I'm going to be so strong, I'm going to take you out first. And he wails on you with his multi-attack. A mace against you, Gawain, is a 15 as the first hit.
15
Yeah, I see.
after that. Yeah. So my 14.
Okay, that hits you. You take 8 bludgeoning damage. His second blow is a 15 again.
Oh.
Hammered. So the first one, you take 8 bludgeoning damage. How are you doing there?
No, I'm down.
Sorry, yeah, this is actually the combat continues, so it's the previous slide. Yeah, I had enough. Yep, that piece continues. Thank you.
So I took 8 first off.
Yep. So the first one was 8, so you subtract that. If you're still up, you're down.
No, she's
Down.
not
No,
down yet.
not yet.
How
I've
much
still
is the
got.
second one?
What's the second one?
Second one is 7.
I'm down after.
You're down. Gawain is down. All right. That's good. This one moves past your prone form and steps up to the raging barbarian. Still looking bad. That was number 5 and going backwards, obviously. We still have a few left. We have these two. So these two move in. I'll also remember Emerald as well. So let's move those in. Emerald is going to. Emerald's like, I think I could get a better shot from back here. And so he's still kind of inching towards this door, or inching sort of further out of sight, but he shoots with his bow. And with that, he's going to do 2 shots against you as the barbarian. You have a +2 on your AC. On the following, he does a 17.
Yeah, that's one.
Against your improved AC, it's 6 piercing damage, but your rage will reduce that. The villainous Emerald fires again with his multi-shot. It's 17 again, which hits you again. You're pierced again for 9 piercing damage.
And
Oh, down you go. Dear. All right. These 3 are coming out, so we're going to again split it. They have advantage. So against you, Red Helm. Advantage against you with the Red Helm. 14.
That's my AC.
That is your AC. I'm afraid that is enough to hit you. You take 4 bludgeoning damage. The second shot that it takes also has advantage against you with another swing of the mace. Is a 7, however. Despite that, you reel from the first blow, but it puts you out of range of the second one. White number 3, wounded, is still ready to go at you with advantage going after you with the red eye. That's you, Mur, I believe.
Yeah,
With advantage on the mace, it is a blow of 16 against you.
I'm down.
You are bludgeoned for 3, and that puts
wow.
you down.
Wow, so much was
That was one shot. Are you down?
No.
No. Okay, so he's going to use his second shot against you. I've got to come at you all as hard as possible. With advantage, he's going to pick a new target. And with the mace, he goes against you. With a 22. You are bludgeoned, Darrican, for 6. Whew! All right. 1, all done. Okay. We are at the top of the order. It's time for traps. And let's see who that is. Yeah. So 7, or you're down. Okay, so that trap doesn't go fire off. The second set of traps. I love rolling those 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're conscious. Do a dexterity saving throw as a arrow gets shot out of the one of the slots nearby.
It's not you. Oh, that's good. Dexterity saving throws 15.
15, yes, you duck out of the way and the arrow does no damage. We are at the top of the order, pair number 1.
Saving throw.
Death saving throw. Combat speeds up when so many people are down. Yep,
it's a
D20.
D20.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Okay, mark yourself with a success. Who else is in pair number 1?
There's no cannon.
That's right, sorry. Who's pair number 5?
Okay. I am going to cast a gust of wind
Woo.
in a 10-foot band in this direction.
Okay,
I'm going
okay.
to sculpt it around Mer and Darrican so that it
Okay, good.
just pushes the 3s away.
They're down as well, so we'll go over their heads.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, that's all good. You're sculpting around, that's a good idea. What does Gust of Wind do?
Okay, each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from me in a direction following the line.
Okay. Strength saving throw. So this is against the number 3s?
Number 3s, yes.
Okay. So they're fairly strong, so I'm going to be adding something to their saving. What is your spell DC?
13.
Okay, so the yellow saves and is not pushed back. White number 3. Also 19 saves. The Gust of Wind, unfortunately, they dig their feet in and do not get scooted back.
However, not that it really matters at the moment, but any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when
Okay.
they get closer to me.
Okay. So it's like still gusting, so it keeps continuing. Okay, alright. Okay.
Bonus action traps.
Am I able to do that from where I am?
You can move.
Yeah, so you would need to move to be next to a pillar though.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll go
the
up
stuff
there.
stretched out.
Yeah.
Okay, so yep, there's no attack. You can move through a friend, you can get there if you like. Alright. The Gust of Wind is still sort of
Still where I was?
is still where you were. No, so I believe it's still coming from you.
Yeah.
And
Does that affect us now? Well, she's behind us.
you might have to turn off, so you can sculpt it and avoid a certain number of targets, but not too many. Do you know how many targets you can avoid?
So it's 1 plus the spell level.
Yeah, so I can stop it around 3.
Oh, okay, good. Well, all 3 of so it's whipping around past those 3 and only affecting these. The line is 5 feet wide,
10 feet wide.
10 feet wide. So this one, so Myrrh would be affected, or one of these 4 is going to have to make a strength saving throw, or you can stop it.
Oh, sorry, yes, because you're on turn.
Well, how I'm down, so
Don't need to
I
move.
around
Just do it.
and
Just
yeah,
do
there's
it.
only
It's fine.
3 of them.
Yeah, your body would move away.
Oh, I'll probably.
Just don't sculpt it around me. I don't need to move.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so
Don't sculpt it around.
Actually, you know what? I'll move. I'll happily take them.
Okay, all right. So you
That will
decide
be-
that maybe Myrrh is better off moving 10 feet away. So I think there's no real rule about it. I think you automatically fail your strength saving throw. What strength are you possibly using? I mean, I guess you got some bulk, but you can, and also you can voluntarily go. So you can go 10 feet away. Okay, so moves past, but doesn't. Just a corpse rolling along as far as they're concerned.
It trips number 3 over.
And now you're going to try to disable a trap.
That's the funniest
and that's
visual.
with my dexterity, isn't it?
No, so this is history or investigation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Natural 1.
Oh man, still the traps go on and on. That was pair number 5. Who else is in pair number 5? Or are we moving on?
I think
Fair
I
enough.
forgot, like, I'm down, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take it, but I think I forgot to mention that I was in dodgy, so
Oh,
the
okay.
advantages
Yeah,
are-
I'm afraid you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to read.
I just remembered it, but
Yep, yeah, it happens. I make mistakes too. It's okay. They all cancel out.
did you do a death
So you're in
saving
pair number
throw?
5,
yeah,
and you're doing death saving throws.
yeah, that's fine.
All right. Now remember, you erase once you're
19.
conscious. Yeah, so erase your past record of death saving throws.
Yeah.
Remember, once you're up, you erase all record of death
So
saving
you
throws
save
anyway.
twice.
I've saved once.
Okay, all right. Who is in pair number 2?
So,
Yeah.
alright, so I'll just.
Oh, did that take a little break?
When do you want to do that?
I think we'll probably finish off this combat. Yeah, so still might be 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
All right. Who else in pair number 2?
Yeah, I will attack number 5.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, which token are you? You're red skull?
Purple.
Red, purple? Okay. So, yeah, number 5 has got +2 to its AC, his AC.
Do you want to move?
13.
13 is still good, all right.
Certainly much.
Yep, so the corner catches it a bit, but it still manages to hit him. Do your damage against number 5. 3 damage, okay.
This has been our toughest
Oh,
battle.
no.
Yeah, it really is, it is. You have your chipping away at him. I'm not sure if you got
I'll
any
use
dice.
my
please.
bonus action on the traps.
Okay, yes.
11, that's not good enough.
11 is not good enough. All right, release the bonus action. Okay, that was you. Anybody else in pair 2?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
go for it.
going to start off with by using the potion of healing that I have in my inventory
All right.
on Tulip.
On Tulip. All right, you pour it down Tulip's throat.
Which is
2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2. Okay, wait. Please be a bit. 5. You are up and you have 5 points.
Fantastic.
Okay, and then my bonus action.
Yes.
Who's down now still? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Who's?
Flashing red on your.
You've still got to go. Have you had your
Yeah,
turn this
that's
time?
true.
Have I had one?
No, you haven't had your turn this turn, so if we get you up now, you
Yes.
can go.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to go step 1 forward
Okay.
and turn around and cast Healing Word on Garwin,
Okay, go Gawain.
which is 1d4 plus 3, so 6.
Okay, very good. 6 you go.
Thank you.
And I'm then going to go back behind everyone.
You're already behind everyone.
Saving
That's right.
Just go into the room.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. You're good. Okay, great. What pair were we on?
Sorry.
My pen.
My apologies. There's a bit more healing because that was my last level 2 spell.
Oh.
So I believe that's 1 more d4. So
Ooh, more healing.
one extra than what you got. So 1 more.
7.
All right.
I'm good with that.
And you're in pair number 2. Is my pen in the correct position?
I'm in, no, I'm in the next one.
Okay, great. Pair number 3. Okay, great.
Oh, yeah.
You can just take one.
All right, you are alive. You have to use some of your movement. So to stand up, use half your movement speed, but you don't really have anywhere else that you want to go, I imagine. So do you want to step in? No, you have your bow. So you can fire at this one from, by standing up. You can
Yep.
fire.
Good, good.
All right.
A 9 plus 7.
Yeah, plenty. Do your damage against number 5.
And I am D8. 1d8. I've got a 6.
6. Okay, 6 damage
Plus
on
two.
number 5.
Oh, plus 3,
Plus
3, 6, sorry.
9.
9.
9. Okay. All right, he is bloodied. Number 5 is bloodied.
Well done.
Halfway through. Good job. All right, that was going.
And I'll do I'll try and get rid of some of those traps. as
Good
well.
job. All right, yes, use your bonus action to try to disable the traps. History or investigation?
7 plus 3 is 9.
Plus 9, still no. My goodness, the dice are not being friendly with these traps and you. All right, that was that. Nobody else in pair number 3? Yeah, you're in pair number 3, sorry.
So Philip yells out, "If I catch you, egg roll, I'm gonna break your legs."
You can see Emerald's looking very
He's at the
Can
other
we
end
put
of
to
the
our
room.
side if you threaten him enough?
Emerald's looking worried about that.
Any heals?
We'll see it in a minute. Oh, he's gonna start off by swinging his warhammer at number 5.
Okay.
So,
Do you want to get 3 for the pair?
well, 5's right.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, roll a 1. No, the Warhammer slips in your raging, sweaty hands, and you are unable to get it in a good position.
But I can heal now, now, so I'm going to use my bonus action
Ah, good.
to use Healing Word.
Good.
Now, who's down?
Darraken will get opportunity attacks if he's up.
Yeah, I get opportunity attacks and sneak attacks as
Are you
well.
still down as well?
I'm still down.
He's still pissed at me. So
Yeah.
Chill's going to try and like wake up Darraken, who he's being quite friendly with.
Yeah.
So Healing Word. I can see you. It's a verbal spell, and it's
1d4.
1d4 plus 1 spell cost.
They put me down twice, and I'm like,
That's a 6.
oh, lovely.
Yes.
Good.
All right, 6.
Oh. I went to blow it away, then realized I had a mask on.
All right. I think we need to avoid the term bitch in that particular
Yes.
context. All right, so good job. What is next?
Pardon me.
All right, that's fine. What do you want to do? What's next? That was.
Oh,
was your
so
next.
yeah, that was my bonus action. So
Good.
I'm done.
Yep. All right, you're all done. Okay, let's see if we can end this thing. That's exactly what this was. We're going to end this thing. Let's see. I think that just the most proximate things here. So we're going to have number 3 is
I'm
going
down.
So,
Oh yeah, sorry, you're down. Okay,
and
great.
also number 3 at the start of the turn needs to take in strength.
Oh, very true. Okay. Oh, 18 managed to stand firm, and the gust of wind continues, and therefore is hard to move.
Hard to move through.
Okay. Down?
Up.
Up. Okay, so I think it's going to move a little bit closer, straining against the wind, and is going to try to go against you.
With disadvantage as in pride.
Oh, very good. Of course. Disadvantage cancels out its advantage it's got from attack. So it's just got a regular attack. Number 1 is a 12, which I think hits the floor next to you. The next one is a 23, however. And you are nailed for 7 bludgeoning damage. Thump, down again. You like just open your eyes.
You're up
Bam, down you go again. Number 3 is fighting against the gust of wind.
And
That's
also
gonna-
needs to do strength saving.
Oh, that's right. Okay, very good. Oh, no, gets blown away. So 1, 2, 10 feet away, 15 feet away, gets blown back. That's a really interesting spell.
Opportunity attack or no?
No, he's down.
Oh, he's
If I
down.
had
Does gust of wind affect? Well, he doesn't know, so he'll do that. So he 1, 2, yeah. So he figures that he might not be able to do it, so he reaches and picks up this this thing. He throws down his sword. No, I don't think he will. No, it's more fun if you do it this way. He's gonna try to fight it. Okay, gust of wind. He is blown back. Good job. That was number 3. Number 3. Number 5 is going up. Are you up or down? Oh, you're up. Well, let's see if we can change that. This guy is also up, so he's got advantage against you as he tries to hit you with the mace.
I thought number 3 might have already gone.
Yeah, I thought he knocked out.
What about number 5?
5 doesn't five.
Yeah, so I'm doing number 5. He's just got advantage because number 3 is
Oh,
next to you. Yeah. So with advantage, a 10 still is not enough. His second blow with advantage. Come on. It is a 15?
Yeah.
15 is enough to hit you. You are bludgeoned for 5.
Yeah.
Down again. No. Half damage.
It's hard.
His
No.
range is all
Not raging.
As soon as he gets knocked out, he loses the range.
Oh, no.
Range gets lost if he doesn't get attacked or attack.
Yeah, if he gets incapacitated. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for following the rules. It makes it all more interesting. All of those have gone. Emerald has not gone yet. Emerald was going to shoot at you, but down you are. I think he's going to have to shoot at you. So you hear the creak of a bow behind you as Emerald tries to cut you down, Gawain. The first shot is a 20.
Oh.
Did you get up?
Oh
Oh
dear.
no, actually I was,
No,
I was
you.
still down, but I did.
Yeah,
So
I mean, you're
shot.
prone.
Prime with
I shot
disadvantage.
Oh, you're prone. Okay, yes, you're right. It's disadvantage. So would have been a 20. Sorry, would have been a 20. Good. No, a 19 is the second one, so he still managed to hit you. You, prone as you are, get an arrow stabbed into you. It is a very good shot. You take 10 piercing damage.
Oh, I'm down.
10 piercing damage, and you are down.
Is it just 3 of us left?
Yeah.
All right, what a combat. 1, 2, 3, 4. What about, are you?
Yes, I'm up.
Okay, you're up. Now, of course, the traps can continue to do damage against you as well, I guess.
So what do I have to do to avoid the trap?
I'm not sure about that. Okay, yes. So you have to try to avoid a trap. It's a dexterity saving throw.
14 plus 3, 17.
17, you jump out of the way as a swinging spiked ball flies by you. That was trap set number 1. Trap set number 2 is against you. You're down. I'm going to say that they're sort of like life activated, so they don't this. Because otherwise, if you're down and you take damage, you automatically get a failed death saving throw, by the way. So that can be very
so you
bad.
count that?
No, don't worry about it, because I'm going to say that the traps are sensing life, basically, as much as they can. That was the traps. Now we're at the top of the order. Pair number 1.
5.
Ooh, that's a
Death
failure.
save.
Yep, you got to be a 10 or higher to make a success. Who else is in pair number 1?
That's it.
That's it. Sorry, I keep
How
doing
many
that.
death saving throws have you failed?
That's my first fail.
Okay,
Oh.
you got track there. 5.
Okay.
Pair 5.
I am going to. So both 3 and 4 are bloody.
3 and 5 here.
3
Yep,
and 5, sorry.
yep, that's
Yes.
right.
Okay. I am going to hit 5
Okay.
with all 3 magic missiles.
Ooh, all right. Pew, pew, pew. You don't just roll your damage. Magic missiles hit automatically. Ignores cover.
Just
Ignores everything else.
3 before this level 1.
D4. Okay, so.
Yeah, go for it.
Who else is in pair number 5?
That's myself, I'm down.
3, 2, 2, so
Okay, so that's a 3, a 4, and a 3.
so
So
10.
10.
10, and you've already added the plus. Okay, so 10. Let's see what that does. Still alive.
Oh.
Still alive. Still alive. The math doesn't lie.
Got your reaction for anything?
Yep, you got your reaction. You want to try to disable the trap?
My
Bonus.
bonus to
Yep.
disable the trap.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so. Oh, no.
No, not enough. Not enough. All right. Pair number 5 is your
Down,
death saving
down,
throw.
down. Oh, yep. That's right. 15.
15.
Let's go for number 5 again.
Pair number 2. Going for number 5.
That's 17.
Woo! All right. Yes, number 5 is going to take some damage on that one.
3 plus 3 is 5.
5.
That should be it.
Still barely alive. I'm sorry, but I enforce it. Every single point counts. Every point counts. Are you able to do your
I can do
superiority die?
Finally!
Hey! Hey! You
Here's
disabled the
my
trap.
investigation with a bloody sword.
Fantastic. Sorry, which figure are you?
The purple one.
The purple one. Okay, so that was disabled. Good job. That trap is disabled. So one set of traps stops attacking you. It is off the board. Okay, good job, Archie. Finally. What I was going to ask is that you barely missed that one. Do you have a discipline die to give you a bonus to attack retroactively? Or add damage?
Would
Can you add damage
wouldn't give me any more damage.
Okay, yeah, so I thought it might increase damage.
It wouldn't have given me any more damage.
Because you usually add your superiority dice to your damage.
No,
so.
that's only what I was only in a reaction
Okay,
to
fair
an
enough.
attack on me.
Fair enough. All right. Who else is in pair number 2?
Me.
All right.
I'm going to move up 2,
Yep.
and I am going to. What would be a good berry? Shoving a good berry down someone's throat.
That's an action, just like a potion.
Cool. Then I would do that to Tulip.
Woo! Tulip. All right. 1 point. You shove the berry in, you sort of work Tulip's mouth out a little bit.
And I am going to try and disable the trap.
Okay, so you would need to be near. Let's say you stepped over here and address that side. You have plenty of room. Go for it.
5. Nope.
5. No. All right. This
So bad with these
trap is a real
rolls. We
star
had
of the show.
such bad rolls.
Yeah. Okay. Who else is in pair number 2? That's it, right? Pair
I'm
number
going
3.
to go back 1.
Okay, back 1. There you go. Pair number 3.
I need a death saving throw.
Death saving throw.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to cast Healing Word out here.
Ooh.
As my bonus action.
Oh, great. Man, you all are clinging to life. What a fight.
And then 10.
That's 4.
4. Okay, great. Nice. So,
I'm back up to 4.
yeah, you're up to 4. Yep, that's right.
Alright, so
And as my normal action, I'm going to use my last spell
Yeah.
on myself.
Okay.
It's cure wounds.
Do you say something about ROIs? You do that, I imagine, a prayer to ROI?
Yeah.
Now that your rage is dissipated, you can talk again?
Yeah.
All right, so go and do that. We'll move on. You just go and do that on your own time there. Turn number 3, I think it's you. So you start playing your
And so
turn.
I'm shooting at 5.
All right, shoot at 5.
Just gotta hit. Just gotta hit him.
Just got to hit him.
I've got a 5 plus 7, so 12.
That's enough! Yes! Thank goodness that plus. Roll your damn damage just for fun, but you know how close he is. Let's see how spectacular you can make this death.
5 plus.
Yeah.
7,
Woo! All right, very dead.
Done.
5 goes down. Oh, this is going to be close. This is
Good
going to be
mission.
close. This is really down to the
And I'm
wire.
going to try and disable the trap.
Okay, go for it.
And I've got a 20.
Nat 20.
Woo! Ah, you get 2 successes. You do so much that you are now 2 successes instead of just 1, and you have disabled. Use these controls to disable the trap, and the traps are still going, but you now have some idea that's not going to take many more successes. You think 2 more successes will shut down that trap, and you'll have no more trap problems. That was you.
Yeah.
Anybody else? You can move if you like. You can
Oh,
continue.
Can I move?
You can move after you shoot. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move over this way
Okay.
toward this.
Okay. Go and move yourself. That's fine. You can move yourself. You got 6 squares to deal with.
That's good.
Yeah,
All right.
I got 2 plus 8.
Yeah.
I can
Position
go
yourself as you
do
like.
those.
Does
Yeah,
she
good
have
advice,
cover
but still-
there?
Yeah, that would be
But I just want direct shots to these.
Yeah.
to both
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, it's your choice. You can take advice as
Yeah.
much as you like,
Yeah.
but otherwise, just
Sure.
combat and make
Good
your best
idea.
decision.
It's on the fire, so.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's where you would kind of just rush into it, wouldn't you?
I guess a rogue would do that.
That's right, yeah. Okay, great. It's all Thug's turn here. Okay. Well, these are still going to stand and deliver. I think we've got 2. Who's down between these 2? You're down?
Also, for
You're
needs to take a strength saving throw.
Ah, very good. Let's cock dice. I roll again. No, fails. Gets blown away. I believe opportunity attacks until I
Oh,
check.
yeah.
We'll make sure of that.
Sure,
Keep blown
that's
away. 1, 2. Actually, you can.
He's 15 feet. So
You can let this. You have to get permission. Well, he's dead, or you're
Yeah.
unconscious. So this one gets blown past here. Either of you, both of you, can take opportunity attacks as it gets pushed away.
I'm going to do that.
All
I
right.
think I can throw this down.
No.
Again, I will check to see different editions treat this differently. I keep forgetting whether it happens. 14. All right. Number 3. Take some damage. White 3.
That's only 3.
3. He is still up. Still
How
up.
many times have we rolled off 1?
Remember to use your reaction. This person is unconscious, so cannot take it. Okay, all right. So that was number 3's turn. Number 3 is next to someone there, but I think moving, against the wind, I think the only logical thing with the weapons is going for you. So 1, 2, let's call it, just in case that matters. 3. This is 1, 2, 3. They both move
the other
on
one's going
you.
to take a strength saving throw.
The gust of wind goes very far, doesn't it? Oh no! He wanted to come at you, he gets blown away.
Very lucky.
So he tries to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then uses his dash. He can't attack, but he uses all of his action. He cannot attack thanks to the gust of wind, but still to keep his companion company as they gang up on you.
Right, that was a silly move. At least I pulled them away from the rest of it.
That's right.
It sounds so
Okay.
mal-
All right. Advantages on the following blows. Number 3 is going to go for you. That's with 16. I believe that'll bludgeon you for 6.
No, I'm down again.
Down you go. This one really has nothing else to do. He's moved over here, so he's basically moved 1, 2, 3. Let's call it 4. Let's say he stops there. This one did nothing else, can't take an action. So number 3, so you're getting very close, but they are determined to fight on. And then it is Emerald. You're up, aren't you? You're gonna break my legs? Well, I think I'm gonna shoot you full of holes first, he says. And with his longbow, are you standing or are you you're in prone?
Get up.
I only do healing spells. Did I get what I have on?
I'm not sure.
What's that?
You gave it to yourself, didn't you?
Yeah. So I just kind of like cast healing word. Probably still prone.
Yeah, I'll call you prone. Okay, so he has disadvantage on the following as an arrow tries to hit you. Because this saved you before. I imagine this might save you. You do that again. With a 14?
Ages ago.
14 hits you anyway, even in your prone form. You take 9 piercing damage.
But then I can't attack.
With disadvantage, he fires at you again because it's really the only one that he can as a clear shot.
I just pass.
I'm already down.
You're already down. Oh, all right. He is going to try to find a new target. 1, 2, 3. He's going to shoot at. You're down?
Yeah.
You're down.
Yep.
So he doesn't know that. He goes over there. 1, 2. Oh, all right. Well, she's already down. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3 goes back, and he tries to. The only thing he needs like a little tiny piece of you, but I can't really justify it. I'd say you have a +5, so that's superior cover. So you with purple gear. You have a +5 on your AC. It's a very tricky shot. I can do it. You can do it, Emerald. No, he gets an 8, and even without the cover, his arrow's sticking out of the wood nearby, and that was all of them. Top of the order is still 1 set of traps. 7 would be against you. You're down, so the traps do not do anything this turn. Pair number 1.
Saving throw. 4.
Oh,
That's 2.
Myrrh slips closer to death with 2 failed saving throws unless he's stabilized or healed. Who else is in pair number 1? No, I knew the answer. Number 5, pair number 5.
You want me to go first? Because you're saving.
Yeah, you can go first. Yeah.
Okay. So I am going.
10.
You're concentrating on the gust of wind, eh?
Yeah, and so
yeah.
if I was to cast another spell, does that mean I'm
That's fine. As long as it's not a concentration
concentration?
spell. It's
Okay.
just you can cast another one as long as it's not a concentration spell.
Right.
Are you affected by your own gust of wind? I guess it moves around. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So the gust of wind is always emanating in a line from you.
Yes, and so I'm using my bonus action to redirect my gust of wind onto Emerald.
Okay, great. I believe it affects missile attacks, doesn't it? Doesn't gust of, you might want to look up gust of wind. It might do something against arrows. But we'll do that when it's your turn. So bonus action over there. Good. What action do you take?
I'm going to hit him with all 3 magic missiles.
Ooh, all right. More magic missiles now coming Emerald's way. First time Emerald might be getting hit here. Well, he's definitely getting hit.
Okay. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 3 is 10.
Woo! Oh man! So bam! Ah! Boom! Oh, what the heck she doing? Bam! So I didn't think that she was capable of. Ah! He's hit once again. It's like I can't believe this is happening. He starts bleeding heavily. He does not have many hit points, and he is terrified by this.
We've been fighting them the whole time, and then she just turns to him and he
He
goes,
goes,
"What?"
bam! Yeah, exactly. There's a whack, whack, whack. 3 glowing
Yeah.
bolts start
Because-
tearing into him.
I turned that onto him. Does he also have to do a strength saving throw now, or is it just the beginning of his next
I believe that he's on his turn. Yeah, I'll learn more about the spell, but I believe that's my call for now. Oh, right on. Okay, who else is in pair number 5 that hasn't gone yet?
Dixon. So 3.
3. What's your status?
1 success, 1 fail.
Okay, pair number 2.
Now, can I pass? I have a one woodberry. Can I pass that to Gale without using an action?
Yes, an item interaction. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can pass that to you, and then I'm going to move up to here.
Wow, this is just tooth and nail. All right.
And I will attack number 4.
All right, attack the This is white number 3.
The natural 20.
All right! Wham! It's like the last remnants of the gust of wind are sort of like propelling you even faster, so
7.
you really surprise him by coming in close.
Plus 2 is 10.
10, he is slain by your blow. You have a sword, right?
Yes.
You're just going extra fast, like sort of skidding along with the gust of wind sort of remaining before it got redirected, and it just cuts him like deeply, almost in half. He is dead. Oh my goodness, it's so close. All right, you can keep moving or do
Traps,
whatever.
or can I?
Yeah, do traps. And this has already been used for
10.
traps. So where are you?
I'm sorry, I rolled a 10.
Okay, fine. Well, remember you can't. You can't. You have to go around.
Yeah,
You'd
the
have
corner.
to move, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Can you still move or you can't?
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
can.
that was you?
I can probably. I move. Yes, I can move. I was there. So
Yeah.
1, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
6.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yep. Get amongst it.
I rolled.
Get amongst it, warrior. Okay, good job, Archie.
Okay.
Wilson, turn
So, how many death saving throws?
I have 1 more fail and I'm dead.
Okay. So, I'm going to run up to
Yeah.
and I'm going to. A good thing.
You have 1 hit point thanks to that. Good job. Wow, you all are tenacious.
And you've only done 1 bit, so no, you.
I haven't done any yet.
Okay, cool. You just
Yeah.
you went up and down again.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And in my bonus action, so I've moved up to Mer.
Yep.
As my movement, and I've done my action. My bonus action, I'm going to try and disarm a trap. So there's still 1 left.
Yeah, so you
am
step
I-
over. You have to step over here. Oh no, this one's already been done. So you can try, and this one's already been done.
Okay.
Are they only on this side?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, only on that side. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you were here for 5,
I don't want to get close.
6, oh, you don't want to get close.
No, I'm not.
How many hit points you got?
Yeah, so you do like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you just can't do it. You could have to go to either of these sides, but
Because
you've
you've
already
got to
been
be
moved.
right up against.
I'm still next to
Still
Mer
next
because I
to
gave
Mer
him a
because
good
I gave
berry.
him a
Yep, that's right.
So that's where I'll stay.
Okay, next to Mur, you stay. Tenacious. Nobody's in pair 2, yeah? Pair 2's done. Pair 3.
I'll do a death saving throw.
Death saving throws. So regular D20 with no bonuses.
You have
You take a step closer to death.
Oh, Jack. Ooh.
a 2.
A 2, you're a step closer to death. How many failures do you have?
I've
That's your
just my
first. How many
one.
failures do you have?
I got 1.
1. Okay. All right. Help your friends as best you can. This is really getting down the wire. As this last thug, he's been collecting shards, of course, but I think it's a matter of pride. You know, normally you think he's running away by now. You see, Emerald has got fear in his eyes, but let's just sort of keep to it. Number 3 is going to try to go at you, and I think it's going to be you with the purple cog. But with no friends next to him, it's just a regular mace against you, Archie. With the 6 is the first one. You jump back out of the way. With the 14, as you move back in position, no, your armor class is better.
17.
Thanks to your studded leather armor, I
My
believe.
shield and my shield.
Yes, okay, bang, it hits your shield. And that is the end of that particular turn. I don't think he's got anything else to do. His turns are getting short. Emerald. He.
Strength saving throw.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Strength saving throw.
I'm sorry.
Okay. 13. No, that's not enough. He's not very strong, I can tell. Okay, he gets.
Push back.
Oh, good. 1, 2. Okay, he's sort of like pinned up against the door. All right. And he, so he does that. He reaches around, feels it. He opens up the door. You see a strange metal room in there. This is the first time this door has been opened. He opens that door, goes through, and slams it shut.
Is he out of combat or is he just?
He might be out of combat.
He's scared. He's hiding.
He is scared. He might be leaving permanently. It's the only logical thing I can think of.
Oh, right. I need movement.
All right. Traps. Hey. Are you up? You're down, so it doesn't count.
Oh, no, I mean,
I'm up.
You're up. Hey, good for you.
Shit.
Are you lying down?
Yeah, I'm
You have
fine.
a disadvantage on your dexterity saving
no.
Come on.
I felt racist.
throw.
14.
14? Wow, that's with disadvantage?
That's with disadvantage.
You managed to, yeah, it's like this big axe comes down towards you. You managed to roll out of the way, it sticks to the floor. How heroic. All right, good job.
Right.
Now what you doing?
Good luck.
Yeah, good
So-
luck.
I want to get Emerald. How is it?
Kill the
Which- No, I don't want Emerald to leave us.
Oh my god, the door is
Well,
shut.
no, he's shut. That's fine. That's fine. If we can get to Emerald, if I can get close enough, I can cast Suggestion and get him back on our side.
We'll see.
Okay.
We could get
You got any heals left?
I don't have heals.
He's a wizard.
Don't die.
Yes.
Don't split the party. Don't split the party.
I am-
Don't through the door.
I'm moving away from damage. Is what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah?
Can you fire something
Wait.
yellow? Can you?
Everybody's yelling at Merch. Hit him! That's fine. Do what Mer would do. This is a character move.
Can I just read that?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Interesting.
4, 5.
You have to give permission. You have to give him permission to move through you.
I'm unconscious. So
Oh, okay.
I actually have
Me?
Yes,
I
you.
him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know.
But this one's unconscious?
They're unconscious.
Everybody else is unconscious. If you
Yeah.
go past.
What's this one?
He's going to step over there.
Is this
No,
one
I don't
unconscious?
let you pass.
No, that's fine. Screw you all. I'll run away.
It'd be 1, 1,
So
2,
1, 2,
3,
4,
4.
5, 6, 7,
Actually, that's 6, 7 because you can't kitty
Oh.
corner around there. 6, 7, yeah.
8, 9, and 11, 12. That's,
Yes,
that's
sure.
the dash.
Yep,
That's
yep,
the
yep. That's a dash. That's a dash.
That's the dash.
Running, running, running. Ooh,
No, it's
interesting
picking
Is
up-
move.
that a sword or something?
That's a cross. That's a
Is
crossbow.
picking up that a bonus action or is that an action?
You have to,
Sure
you
want
have
it
to be in
because I
it.
would
You
like
have to
a
be in it
crossbow.
square. I know
There
because
is
last
two
one.
crossbows, but I would like one.
Okay, that's fine. But you have to be in it square to pick it up. You'll have to do that later.
Okay.
Pair number 5.
It's not actually.
That is so typical of your.
Oh,
character.
Myrrh.
That is
Yes, not
so-
stabilizing people taking
Right.
death saving throws. Revenge, revenge, revenge.
Losing pair number 5.
Ah, that's me. I'm tempted to stay where I am and keep her with my.
Gust of wind.
But
Oh, yeah, the gust of wind actually is still blowing, right?
it is, yeah.
Okay, great.
If you can push number 3
Yeah.
away from me, I think
So,
there's opportunity
1, 2, 3,
Good.
4, 5, 6.
All right, so the gust of wind is no
The
longer
gust of
affecting that.
wind,
Yep.
the wind is now going
Okay, all right,
bonus
great.
action, so it's avoiding my friends.
Okay,
But it's
okay.
just hitting number 3, so he needs to roll a strength.
On his turn. Okay, so man, I've never haven't seen gust of wind being used like this. This is great. Or I'm not familiar with the spell.
And in the meantime, I'm going to hit him with a firebolt.
All right, fire bolts. This is against yellow 3.
Seven.
No, 3, 7. No, he jumps out of the way and it smashes the wall behind him against the red brick. That was you. Yep.
Can I? Am I close enough to try and? Are there any traps that still need to be disabled?
I believe you used your bonus
Oh,
action
yeah,
to
my
redirect the
Yes.
gust of wind. 2?
I say,
Okay.
Yep. So you did a death saving throw, which
Yeah.
was a success.
Okay.
All right. Yep, a 10 is a success.
I'm going to try and, bash number 3.
Okay, go on, warrior.
19.
19, do it.
5. Sorry,
Okay.
no, 4 points of damage.
Okay, it's 4 points of damage. All right. This guy's rather fresh. He has been hanging back, so he's still got a ways to go. He's taking it. He's still take you all on. He's still getting down the wire. I can't believe it. All right, that was you.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Okay.
Number 2.
Do you have any healing potions or anything, Woodberry or anything on you that heals? Okay.
Now, also, when you do death saving throws, if you roll a 1, it counts as 2 failures.
And how many death saving throws have you passed? And
I passed 2, failed 1.
Okay. I'm going to take a.
I think I'll be fine.
I'm going to take a frostbite attack at the last guy that's left.
Okay,
And
frostbite.
it is a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 13 plus something, pretty good, I think.
Constitution saving throw was 13, so it automatically makes it. And I'm going to
He makes
cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
Okay.
You're getting into there.
Yes. Kadong. Your staff gets big and gnarly.
Action or bonus action to pull out my. Actually, no, I'm going to do the traps. There's still traps left, so I'll move somewhere where there's traps.
Okay, sure.
Ooh, I could do
over there.
Not next to the guy
Not next to the guy. I guess
Yeah.
you move over there.
there, and then try and disarm the trap.
Okay, go for it.
Will you let me throw for that too now? 'Cause I do forget.
Okay, sure.
Oh, we're kind of going together. Doesn't matter.
11.
I don't know why I bother.
11 is not enough. No, you're trying to figure it out. This is with
And
your.
just for the future, is it a bonus action or an action to pull out a shield?
It's an item interaction. So yeah, you get 1 per turn. So you get to do 1 thing like that.
Then I'll do that.
Okay,
as
yep.
well.
You get your shield out. All right. You already have the shillelagh in your hand. The shillelagh, the staff you already have.
No,
in your hand.
I did the shield that hasn't been done because I did the traps instead.
Yeah, that's right. But you already had the staff in your hand that you
Yes,
turned into
yes,
shillelagh.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so that didn't count. Okay, good. All right. Man, that's number 2. Is pair number 2 done?
Yes, we're done.
Pair number 3. Death saving throw from you.
13.
13. Success. Now, yeah, so how many death fails do you have?
I've got 1 fail.
Okay, so if you roll a 1, you are dead.
Oh, stress.
Is it gonna happen? It's a 6 up.
All right, that's a second fail. So next time any fail, you are dead. Goblin will be dead.
Oh,
It's all been
anybody to heal me. please?
Yes. Somebody help your friends.
Oh,
Thugs. This guy is going to try to go down swinging.
You've
Which?
got to do a strength.
He has to do a
Thing.
Oh, that's right. A strength saving throw. I love
Ready
this.
for my reaction.
Oh, the 9. Oh, so he gets blown back.
opportunity.
I will do my
Both you take opportunity attacks. All right.
Two.
A 2 whiff. He's moving a little bit too fast. You're still you are down. So okay, all right. No, he's pinned against the wall. That was his turn. He's going to try to fight the gust of wind. 1, 2, and which of you is up?
Purple's up.
Purple's up. Okay, with a 1, 2, he gets closer. He actually is going to move over here to be out of the gust of wind, just in case that matters. No, he's going to do this, and then he's going to move. 2 swings against you, Archie. Both at advantage. Number 1 is a 12. That doesn't hit you. He swings again at the mace with a 9. He misses twice. He is getting tired. He's sweaty.
So-
he's still strong, but man, he's been fighting for a while.
I'm going to use my riposte reaction.
Okay,
If
good.
a creature misses me with a melee attack, I can use my reaction. Oh no, I've already used my reaction, haven't I?
No, you use bonus action. You use your reaction. Oh yeah, your reaction.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
attack.
yeah. So I can't use my reaction.
No, you cannot. Thank
No.
you for your keeping track of the rules. Good job. And he moves over there just in case the gust of wind is still a danger. Okay, that was all of them. Traps. How many times have I rolled an 8?
I'm down.
You're down, so traps does not affect you. Okay, Myrrh
Is that door open? And
is closed.
could he hear me through that door?
Yeah. So actually, technically, because again, he has only 1 item interaction, so he opened the door with 1 item interaction. He got in, and it was around the corner. The door is currently open.
Oh, the door's
Yeah,
open.
but he can hear you. Yeah.
Right, so he can hear me.
Mhm.
So I think I still need to move forward, but that's.
Oh, I see. Suggestion, right? He needs to be able to hear you. Let
Yeah,
me read
sure.
suggestion.
Yeah.
It has to be a reasonable course of action. It has to be reasonable to him. And with hostility, I believe that he has. Okay, this is an interesting, dramatic moment. Okay, so it has to be course activity, a sensor too. It can hear and understand you. That's great. And be charmed, right? Okay. Creatures that can't be charmed. What about elves?
Oh yeah, elves can't be charmed.
Elves can't be charmed.
That's fine.
Oh dear, dear.
So I will cast. What was it? Chill touch.
Yeah, but you can't see him. He's out of sight. Oh yeah, chill touch is within range. Yeah,
Yeah.
pull that up. I believe that's a good one.
Don't have that one up. Give me a second.
Okay. Meanwhile, make a note there.
Chill touch has a huge range, but I'm not sure if I have to see him.
No, actually, I don't think so. But it showed to me because that's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the space of a creature within range. So this is interesting for you spellcasters. Most spells say it has to be a target you can see. Chill touch conspicuously leaves that out. So it's just useful in a special way people don't often realize. So it's just a creature within range. You have what's called a line of effect. So that you can sort of wrap around corners, I believe, or something like that. I'll look that up later. I'll give you that one. And yeah, it might take a 1d8 necrotic damage.
It's 120 foot range.
Really? Is it
Yeah,
so?
that's-
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
super
So,
far.
I'm pretty sure that's.
So make a ranged spell attack against his AC.
10, 15.
15. Yes, you sense like this necrotic hand distantly clutching around his throat. Yes.
Get back here.
And you do damage against him.
Yep.
So roll your damage.
1d8. Where is my?
He's gonna make.
Wow.
5.
5. I'm going to do it fair and square. If I look him up, he is still alive. You hear him choking, spluttering. It sounds like a death rattle. It's horrible, horrible screaming, guttural groaning from the other room, but he has not died. Taken as it is, you can move if you like.
Am I able to move and pick up that crossbow?
Yep, as you go.
Great.
Okay, you got
That's
the crossbow now.
I have a crossbow.
Put that in your heavy crossbow in your inventory. You can keep moving if you like. You can move the extent of your.
Actually, yeah. I might as well.
Pair number 5.
So you're still saving?
I would like to get that guy's crossbow. Yeah, I know he has it.
You want to stabilize that one?
Yeah.
Is that an action to do
It's an action. Yep. It's a medicine to stabilize, as mentioned
Oh,
before.
okay.
You do a medicine check. It's only a DC 10.
Have you got something more attacky?
I've got some.
Okay.
Give
me a second.
some attacking.
Alright, so
Do
I'm
that
going to
attack
go
it,
here and
guys.
I'm using my bonus action to again direct my gust of wind.
Okay.
Him.
All right. All right.
sorry to
That's alright.
Derek
I'm
and
just
Julie.
No, you can do. You still use the sculpt. No, I guess when you first cast it, you decide who you're.
Oh, and I
sculpting around.
sculpted it against around.
Yeah. So if they were in the original list of sculpting,
I think I did sculpt it around you too.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys do it too.
yeah, you come all the way around.
All the way around. Okay, and then again, I am going to use my fireball against him.
Okay, firebolt. Do you get the AC? Carefully picking the right d20.
Okay. 20.
20. All right. Do you roll a natural 20?
No.
No, 20. Okay, of course you would shout that one case.
Yeah.
Do your damage against number 3.
Nine.
9 points of damage. What a good hit. Yeah, he is badly hurt, but he's still not bloody. He is
It's not bloody.
not bloodied yet. He is still doing all
He's
right.
been hit the whole.
Yeah, he's been staying out of the fight until this last. He was firing from a distance. Anybody else in pair number 5?
Saving throw.
Death saving throw. If you roll a 1, you are dead.
18.
18. You got no success.
I'm stabilized.
Hey, 3 successes. You are stable. You
Told
look
you.
like you look like a corpse, but you are okay. Pair number 2, are we?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Archie's attacking with his longsword, rolling a 3.
Oh, I imagine you step in here to avoid the cover, or yeah. So did you step there?
I can do that, yes,
Yep.
but I've only rolled a 3 anyway.
Yeah,
so
you would have done
that's
anyway. Okay.
not particularly helpful.
Not helpful.
Unfortunately. Although, well, I'll tell you what, no, I still couldn't even get that if I used my precision attack. Still
Okay.
wouldn't make it.
Gonna try to disable trap.
I was close.
You want to roll
No,
that?
16!
Hey, the trap. One more success on the
I'm
trap.
going to step out of the way.
Or just out of the dust of wind.
No, you sculpted the right thing as well.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's still this line. Yeah, this combat is still going. It's incredible. This is so down to the
It's been
wire.
a long combat.
It is a long combat. It's been back and forth. I'm going to mark another
I'm
success.
going to move. Next.
One more success. The traps are done.
I'm going to move next to Gowan and attempt to stabilize.
Okay. All right.
I thought I was gonna die.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
What do I need to do to try and stabilize?
So medicine check. So it's a medicine skill based on wisdom. It's a wisdom check. But if you're trained in medicine, you get to add a proficiency to it. You need to make a DC 10.
Proficiency in medicine.
You do?
Yes.
18.
Ah, you are
Anyway.
stabilized. So erase
Yay.
your death saving throws. You are unconscious but stable.
And I'm just going to stay there.
So who is actually
Oh wait,
guiding?
can I disable a trap? Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Just,
Let's see, where are you at? Yeah, you were there. Yeah, we can try and work on that one.
16!
Whoa! The traps finally stop. Oh, the traps grind to a stop. No more of that. Could your fortunes be turning around? We still gotta go this out. We're done with pair number 2.
Yeah, so
yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm down. But,
Yeah,
I can't
that's fine. No,
do anything.
unfortunately you can't act. But until somebody heals you, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Pair number 3.
I think I landed. Okay, that's a
6. Okay. All right. So how many failures do you have?
One more left.
He has 2 failures before he is dead.
Okay.
Who else is in pair number 3?
Wait, yep. 2 more failures or 1?
He has 2 failures now.
Oh.
2 out of 3. Who else is in pair number 3?
That's just us two, so we're both down.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Gust of wind. How does that work?
Yep, so you
Yep.
can roll strength saving throw.
Ooh, no. He is blown. 1, 2, 3. So only this one, these 2, if they're conscious, can take an opportunity. Okay, that's you.
10 plus 4 is 14.
14. You hit him as he gets blown past. Do your damage.
5.
5. All right.
Shocking with my damage, huh?
Now he is bloody. He is starting to bleed. He's determined to take it down as many as possible, but it is going to be a toe-to-toe fight. Where's he at? So who's up? Okay,
Purple is
you're
the
down.
closest one.
Purple's closest one. 1, 2, 3. Yep, he manages fights against the gust of wind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is such an epic battle. He's like, swings the mace. He's able to swing it twice. Let's see what happens. Okay, with a 9. No, 9 misses you. He swings again with an 11. 11 misses you. You manage to repel him.
Wow. Archer's really better for us.
Yes.
Emerald slams the door shut. That's his move. And that is it. The traps do not go! Murr, it is you.
Ah.
Now, because the door is shut, you cannot hit him, so you don't have a line of effects to him for your, your.
And opening the door is an
So,
action.
it's an item interaction.
Item and interaction. So I can just open the door,
Yep.
cast the spell.
You can.
Alright, so I'll go through it, open the door. But
Okay, he is trying to hold it closed. It's a strength contest.
a strength
Yep,
contest.
it's a strength contest. Your strength versus his strength. And if it's a tie, it stays closed because that
So,
stays the status
D20
quo.
roll?
Yep, D20 roll with your
God.
strength bonus. 17 here. You're straining at the door. He holds it shut. You can still take an action, but you cannot cast a spell. Basically, there's almost no way.
What do I want to do?
Can you cast anything down on number 3 from me?
Yeah. How far is 120?
Oh, yeah, that's well.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, I'll cast Chill Touch.
Oh, so he turns around and casts Chill Touch on the wounded one there. So it is a range, a ranged spell attack. Go ahead, that.
Yeah. 16?
16, yep, roll your damage. You see this ghostly hand appear around this guy's
One.
throat. 1 point of damage. Next pair.
Alright.
Pair number 5.
He's still in my range, so I'm not going to move.
Alright.
And I'm just going to hit him with another firebolt.
Okay, Firebolt.
How many spell slots do you use? Or is Firebolt?
That's a cantrip.
Firebolt.
17.
17 hits him. Fire splashes across his armor and setting it on fire briefly. 4 points of damage. Okay, you're wearing him down. He is determined to kill you first. That was number 5. Who else is pair number 5?
I am stabilized.
You're stabilized. Very good. Who's in pair number 2?
Can
I'll
you,
do that, and I can do it, but I won't do it on attack.
yeah, just move around and just try and stay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to move to here to stabilize Chili.
Yeah.
We'll try to. One like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do I need to do to stabilize?
So it's a medicine check. So it's wisdom. You use your wisdom bonus unless you're trained in medicine.
Plus 1 for medicine.
Hey, your wisdom kicks in to try to figure out how to stop the bleeding.
Sucks. 9. That's a 5.
Oh, the 5 is not
This
enough.
is very uneven here.
Who else is in pair number 2?
Me.
All right.
We're one away from death, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you step on like where there's an unconscious person? Can you move into that?
Mhm.
Can you move into that spot?
Can I move into where Derrick is?
Yes. Or at least you can move through it. I don't think you can stay.
Yep,
there.
he can move through because I'm like a halfling, so I can.
Oh, yeah, well, you can move through him, but it doesn't matter because you're prone. You just can't stay there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, because we'll get an opportunity attack on him.
Okay, I'm going to Shillelagh. My staff grows.
Yep.
And I'm going to take 1 step diagonally towards number 3. Is it the
Yep.
yellow?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to make an attack.
All right.
Which is a 10.
A 10 is not enough. So your hammer, he managed to deflect it with his mace and does not take damage. All right. Who else is in pair number 2?
That's it.
Pair number 3.
So she was stabilized.
I'm stabilized.
Stabilized,
Is there anything I
yeah.
can
Unless
do?
somebody heals it, she can't do anything until she's healed.
Without dying.
17.
17. A success.
Thank God. That was so
This one, I think, up against you is it's the 2 of you are the only ones here.
Yeah.
Which of you is bloodied? Is either of you bloodied?
I'm
Yes.
got 5 left.
I'm bloodied.
Yeah, you
Yes.
both bloodied. He can't tell how much. So I don't know. Let's just say random.
He was fighting me last time. You know.
Yeah, I know, but he's just been attacked from the back, so he might switch just for fun. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Turns around and tries to strike at you with.
It's still a win. Are you going to do the strength check?
Yeah. So is that win still going for
Oh,
me?
yes, it is, yes. It is.
Okay. Let's see if that goes. No.
Opportunity
Wow.
attacks.
So he gets blown away. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Both of you get
goodness.
attack of opportunity against him. How does this go?
18.
Woo!
Yes.
Damage! You get hit.
So I roll 2 again. So that's 4 points of damage.
Okay, 4. He is barely standing. What do you do?
18.
18. Do your damage.
Please.
And that is a. It is
8.
8. He died! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, that picture.
Now you're allowed to emerald.
I immediately go up to Chula Radical.
Wow! I know you're all probably aching for a break, but we have one little thing to settle.
Can I yell out to Emerald? Or is it Emerald?
Well, you might be able to but it's his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. The door flies open and he attacks you.
Oh wow, that's a choice.
Brilliant.
He has pulled out his short sword and he's going to do a multi-attack against you.
Right.
I can't say you're surprised, so he does not have advantage. You knew he was here. With a 7 swing, you step aside. He swings a second time with his short sword. 23.
Ooh.
You're pierced for 5 points of damage.
I'm down.
In the guts, the sword, and everything goes black, and you collapse. You'll be doing some death saving throws, so we will continue just with the rounds to see if we can stabilize Mer if you want.
Yes, I'm going to climb up and stabilize Mera as soon as I
Okay, so that was Emerald's turn. Yeah. So, Emerald slams the door again. Well, no, he doesn't get to. Yeah. So but he moves out of sight.
An opportunity attack.
You hear like some like a clicking of gears or like a grunting of effort. So something back there. He seems to be grunting with some sort of effort and like the creaking of metal. That was Emerald's turn. Stab, move, but he's obviously using an item interaction. No, he doesn't even do that because he did the item interaction. He's just moved out of sight. Okay. How's that? Your turn. Death saving throws.
12.
12. You have a success. Remember, you wipe out your previous record and you're starting from scratch. Number 5. Are you going to save Mer? And if so, how?
We're going to save Tulip yet.
So sorry, I forgot the tulip was still down. Sorry.
He's stabilized.
Yeah, I've got 2 successes, 2 failures.
Oh, yeah, we have
He's not stable.
Oh, stable,
What I
yes.
can
The
do
battle's
is
still going.
stabilize you.
All right.
Yes. So I go up to him and do a medicine check.
Okay, yep. Go medicine check. If you roll DC 10 with your wisdom bonus and already trained in medicine.
No.
Okay, so it's just pure wisdom. Save tulip. Carefully picking the die. 7, not enough. You were trying to close his wounds and it does not work. Who else is in pair number 5?
Stable.
You're stable. Who else is who's in pair number 2?
Me. I'm going to go up to Tulip and try and stabilize.
Okay. Is Tulip over here?
He's the grey one.
So I'm going to go up to the one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just
No,
gather around
the one past that way, out of range. I
Okay.
won't go anywhere near range.
Alright, sure.
And I will try and stabilize. Nope.
No!
I'll try the same.
Okay, man. The drama.
12.
12 is enough! Yes,
Is that-
12, plus your, unless you have a negative
Oh,
wisdom.
plus 1. I got plus 1, so
All
it's 13.
right. Very good. You are stabilized. You can wipe off all of that. You have survived. That is all for pair number 2.
Yes.
I'm stable.
I'm stable.
The only one making death saving throws is Mer. Well, this will go quick. Number 3.
On the ground, like.
Pair number 3.
All stable.
They're all
So
down.
yeah, we're down. We're
Yep.
stable.
Okay, staying stable. Dog's done. Emerald. Okay, so now you hear a grunting of effort and some creaking of metal.
No.
You hear it sounds like something swinging open, and you start hearing like a tong tong tong, like it sounds like feet on some sort of metal, like getting quieter.
Getting quieter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so you hear like the pad of feet maybe on some sort of metal, but they're getting a little bit quieter after you hear the creaking open of something. Well, yeah, just a couple steps. Who uses action? So item interaction, you can use your action instead, and you hear a slam of metal. All right, that was Emerald. Next is a Humor.
1.
1. That's 2 death saving throws. 2 death saving throws by rolling that 1, Myrrh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So how many?
Myrrh might die. Myrrh might die. That was number 1. Pair number 5. What are you going to do?
I'm going to.
Can this get
Number 5.
any more close?
I'm keen.
The thing to do is dash up there and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, dash, but you have to use your action to dash.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not without getting next to him.
Yeah, you have to be next to him to stabilize him.
So we've got to run up to him. He's got to survive. until we
Oh,
get
Myrrh's separation from the group may be his undoing.
I'll start running with this.
Okay.
If I run up to him, I'm going to run
You can
away.
use your.
You can turn it off at 8. You turn it off at
Bouncing from the door.
Dangerous.
Can you use it on yourself to kind of like
Yeah, I was thinking.
Oh, you run and you're still not close enough, but next turn you'll be able to, but it might not be enough because we've still got 1 throw to do. Who else is in pair number 5?
Stable.
Pair number 2. Both stable?
I'll make a run, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you can't make it past there.
I'll use the bonus action to dash.
I'll do the same.
I just did.
Okay.
1, 2.
Yep.
We're stuck again.
That's the old. Stuck in the.
They're running in a line towards you, Myrrh, but it might not be enough. Next is pair number 3. Both stable. Emerald, you don't hear anything. Death saving throw.
What's leading in?
Myrrh dies!
Sorry, can I intercept?
Whoa! Plot point!
I'm gonna give him my plot point.
Ah! Now, I said, so you can't guarantee a 12. You have to re-roll it. Okay, plot point being burned to re-roll that death saving throw. What dedication?
Wait.
What?
Can I use my plot point?
You can, oh man, I shouldn't have, because I didn't mention before, but in the future, you can only use a plot point once per roll, otherwise it just drains every plot point. But for this case, for Death Saving Throw, I'd probably make an exception anyway. Yes, you can use your plot
Alright,
point.
one more roll.
Law is being used on you.
I'm
I
not
feel
But
like
this has to be the last
I
one.
feel like that one is unlucky.
That's
I
the
know
last one.
that you will do this for us.
7! Oh, the dice have...
Seriously, are dead.
dice have decided.
Oh, yeah.
Well done. What good drama, Myrrh. What a story. Wow. What a way to go. That was one of the best deaths I think I've seen.
I feel like Tulip's kind of like Peter.
Dell's closest to him. Can she run up and take his coat?
There's a lot of stuff on that cloak.
Well, this is a team game, so you would gamble for rolling the toe. As a team game, what you do is to say you would get out your dice and gamble for who gets.
Maybe we should have a break though.
Yes, exactly. Take a short break. We'll come back and we'll be able to start setting the stage for the next thing. George, it has been awesome. That is a good story, but Myrrh is dead. Wow. Far out.
I knew someone was going to die in this battle.
I'm surprised that we didn't lose a lot of people. That was a grim battle. You really were tenacious. Like you're very.
Pick up some of
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Actually,
yes. Whoever contests
there is
these
another
are
one.
all group properties. So if anyone wants to contest you for it, roll
There
dice.
is another one from the yellow, so there's 2.
Every single
crossbows.
one has a heavy crossbow. So whether it's on them or where they dropped it, every single one has a heavy crossbow.
So stabilized. Can I
Anyway,
do
take a break.
anything?
So take a little stretch. 5 minutes. You can decide. Okay, welcome back. Whew. All right. First of all, XP. And make sure you decide on loot as you go. Okay. So we had, we had 8 of these thugs, I believe. Let me see.
Oh, it felt like a lot more.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we earned a lot of XP with that one.
8. No, 9. 10, 11, because the traps, they all count, so this all going to be times 11. 12, my god, that can't be right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we're going to multiply this number by 13. They're all the same CR, essentially, so the traps were the same CR as what is called the thug here. 13 times 100. So 1300 XP divided by 7.
So that's 185 again.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think it was same as last time.
185.
Yeah.
Okay. 185 XP. Whew. Okay. Get rid of that.
Oh.
All right. Loot. As you go through the possessions, so just mention. So I'll mention some of the obvious stuff, but of course, you should always ask questions. They coin purses. The strange thing is that each of them has a single shiny new gold coin. The boss has the boss has 3. Wait, sorry. So we have how many? It was 8. So the number of gold coins. Well, the boss has more than 1. They have 8. So each of you ends up with 2 shiny gold coins. They split evenly. Yeah, still divided by 7 because Myrrh was there till the end.
Can I get a pencil?
By the way, this does matter here. Yeah, you can. Myrrh loses XP. So Myrrh, were you more than halfway through level 3?
No.
So you go back to the minimum XP it takes to be level 3. However, you still are level 3. So your new character is still level 3 anyway. But keep that in mind. Death, you lose XP. You go down to the beginning of your level, or if you're past halfway, you go down to the halfway point of your level.
So, do I get the XP for the battle, or do I just go down?
You'd end up at the bottom. Yeah, I think the way I would do it, I'm not sure what the order is, but you're at the bottom.
Just at the bottom? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Matthew, are those gold coins gold pieces?
They're gold pieces, yeah. So they are, they're currency, but they're extremely new. Like they haven't been spent or scratched or anything. Like usually coins are scuffed, dented.
Yeah.
They're not magical, if you're wondering about that. I mean, you can grind them up. Like you put a thumbprint on them, but you would have to do more investigation to figure out what is about those.
I invested so much in probably for the best.
Anything else they're divvying up? Or did you decide what to do with the heavy crossbows, for example?
I want the leader shard.
I was wondering if you would be mentioning the shards.
I was gonna say, can we get
What I was wondering
shards?
is if we collected them all, because they could become a real bargaining chip at some point.
Okay, so how are we going to split up the shards? There are, I believe, again, 8 shards. 1, 2. No, the boss is just the boss has had 2 already. So it's like the boss had 2 popped out of the boss's chest.
The last guy had all of them.
Yeah.
I would like one of the boss's shards.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I would
5,
like the boss's
6, 7, 8,
actual
9, 10. There are 10 shards total. We're going to divide that 6 ways. So you can randomly decide who gets the extra ones, roll dice or whatever it is. It's up to you to decide how to split loot. But you're a team, so it's not who grabs it first. You have to do some fair way.
Does the boss have 2 shards that were in him?
Yes. He had 2 shards in him.
I'll take one.
I'd like one of those.
Does
I
everybody
don't
agree?
want a shard. I want a crossbow.
Okay. So remember, there's that many shards and there's that many crossbows. So
And
1,
maces? Do they have
6,
Would that
7,
make
8, 9. So 9. I'm just gonna keep trace of that. 9 thugs. Okay. 9 shards. All right.
Can I pick up a mace for my new character?
Nice.
Is the shard glowing?
Yeah. So they get it, and then they'll decide that they can give it to you. But yeah, you do. The shard is glowing a dull blood red. Now, unlike the ripened shard, that's always a pure color. The ones you have around your neck, they're like a jewel-like pure color. This one is pulsing like a heartbeat. It's very bloody colored, and you can just feel. And also you don't really feel an emotion from it the same way you do maybe if it's not on a necklace or like if you hold it close or whatever. You don't feel like it's got an emotion. It seems to just be in a different phase. So. Who here wants to not have a shard? Let's do that. Okay, so it's 9 shards divided 4 ways. Yeah. So everybody roll dice to see who gets the 3rd shard. Everybody wants a shard.
15.
15.
7.
19.
19. So you have 3 shards, Gale. Each of you have, the rest of you have 2 shards. So the 4 of you that are all taking shards, you each have 2, except for Gale has 3. Crossbows. Who does not want a crossbow?
Yes, I don't have a crossbow.
Okay, so raise your hand if you do not want a crossbow. So I can count.
I have 3 weapons.
You do not want a crossbow? Okay. I've got it. I can only count visually very well. Okay, so 6, so 4, right? So again, each of you remaining 4 will get 2 crossbows, apart from one who gets a third. So all of you will get crossbows. Roll a die.
These heavy crossbows.
Heavy crossbows.
Does that make a difference?
One.
Like if it says that I can use it, I can use it.
We'll have to look it up in the player's handbook. It's I think it's a martial weapon.
12.
What's your die results?
12.
1.
5.
Okay, the 2 12s roll again. Roll off. That looks like cotton die.
7.
7? 12?
I got a 2.
Okay, right. So you have 3 crossbows. The rest of you have 2 heavy crossbows. Remember, for using it, it's a heavy crossbow. Look up the Player's Handbook D&D Beyond.
Just a question with the shards. Is there any difference with the boss ones, or just like they're all the
No, they just had multiples inside them.
3 of them I've got, do I? There's 3.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my.
The shards.
Were they mace?
Is that like in total, or do we get the boss shard differently?
Yes, the maces are perfectly useful. You know, these are humanoids. Usually you can't loot monster things, but because they're humans or dwarves and whatever else. I mean, I don't really specify the race, but they're a mix of humans and dwarves. And
They're
even
people.
a halfling. They're people.
Yeah.
One of them had it.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go for one of those.
Okay, so maces. So raise your hand if you do not want a mace. Raise your hand if you do not want a mace. Okay, that means 4. So once again, the 4 who are taking maces, roll dice.
17.
20.
Ooh. Okay, so you have 3 maces. You wanted more weapons.
I got all
The rest of you have 2 maces. Now, eventually, I do. You're on your honor to eventually weigh these up. So use D&D Beyond or the Player's Handbook. Come early if you want to do that, because if you're especially at fairly low strength, you can only carry so much.
So that
Unless you have
would
people
be
like-
D&D Beyond says over carrying capacity.
Yeah, so there's good carrying capacity. Yeah. So you don't have to fix that up now, but between now and next time, make sure that you're not carrying too much.
Uh-huh.
I'm not worried.
Maces split
Do you
up.
count
Okay.
gold in that as well? Or is
If
gold
you want a
not
mace.
Yeah, gold.
What's your mace? Oh, you got
D&D
two.
Beyond will
Yeah.
calculate it for you. A certain number of coins weighs a pound.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Alright.
Absolutely fine.
Because I'm happy to share my weapons around for anybody who wants to
Yeah,
take them because
we'll do that at a break or afterwards, whatever else. We'll just keep on moving. So we'll just do a rough distribution. You can trade them later on.
Yeah.
And
One on one.
Your character would.
When you want.
So you split the shards, split the crossbows. That's good. Armor
As long as you're fighting
is
with
it
this
would have to be sort of
Oh.
refit. You know, the armor is very rarely the right size, but there is leather armor. I'd say if anybody's really hurting for leather armor, I'd say that there's a chance that one of them happens to be the right size. Who here wants leather armor that doesn't have it? You want leather armor?
Yeah.
Don't you have leather?
I think you have leather
No,
armor.
I've got simple.
No, you've got that around.
What
Yeah.
is that? Oh yeah, leather. Yeah, I do.
You see? Okay, good. All right. Cool. All right. So again, that's quite heavy. So we'll assume, unless say otherwise, you're not going to be selling anytime soon or anything like that. It's all battered up, so you wouldn't go get very much money for it. Right. Okay, that is loot. The rest that happens in the room. This room itself, you start to explore.
So yeah, what are we doing with my stuff?
Yes.
These
so
guys.
by default, again, as a team game, you keep it isolated, but his new character, because the body is recoverable, would by default get his stuff.
Thank you.
To make sure that we keep balance and stuff. However, I would say that the robe is something that's very specific to like this deal with that. I think that we can bend the rules so that you do lose the robe.
I do lose her.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, who wants to roll for the robe?
Me.
Okay. Everybody wants a chance at the robe.
Can I suggest, as an alternative,
Yeah.
that we look at, we can do it offline, look at what's on the road and distribute.
I think once someone's got it, yeah.
You can only do it because I don't think you can really take it off.
Ah, right.
So
they're-
it's a patch
that turns into
Oh,
It's a
I see.
patch,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
take it off the
We
patch
can
and
pin
then
a little
material.
Yeah.
IOU to each thing, so
Yeah, good idea. Yeah.
So remember, all of your old stuff can go to your new character,
I reckon.
but
Yeah,
lose
should
the
just
robe
look
because
after
it's the
it.
nature of the devil deal and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Well, you'd be the most likely person to be able to use it properly.
Well, no,
Anybody can
it's
do
all
Roll a die if you want a chance at the robe.
usable
I'll
stuff.
roll it.
Right, who's getting the paragraph of stuff?
Ooh. 19 is the highest, it looks like.
Who is it?
Who rolled 19?
I did.
Hey, all right, Archie.
All right, I'll hang on to it, but we'll divvy it up, divvy the bits up.
Yep,
You
okay.
have my word.
So yeah, if you could just maybe send maybe a message on or a comment on Patreon. So let's say a comment on Patreon.
What's it called?
Eventually I'll have a Discord server, but I don't have it set up yet.
Rogue of useful items. All useful.
Yeah, but he has to tell you what all the items
Yeah,
are.
there's a list of items.
Because it's customized.
Yeah, it's customized. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you use the comment or something on Patreon to do that.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Ooh, I love it.
We did the shiny coins. We did the shards. You might wonder right away, where's Emerald? So that door is closed. Did you open the door to take a look at
Two
it,
attacks.
or do you explore the room?
I want to like barricade the door and have a rest.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
not keen to face anyone else yet.
Okay. Yeah. There's no really obvious way to barricade the door. This is why people sometimes will have
Or,
special
or
rods.
leave and go into the wilderness. And have a rest.
So the rogue does have a door that you can barricade.
Yeah.
We just tie a rope.
And the door swings that way, by the way. So it's just hard to get. You can't really push something up against it.
Yeah.
Leave
So
the
it's
door.
also-
With the
What are these?
Generally, we'll generally start with the rest. Okay, so we'll explore the room.
Yeah.
Because I figured you want to at least take a look around and make sure there's nothing inherently dangerous here.
check if you're proficient. If you are, then add.
Are all the
Let's. So if you talk about that a little bit afterwards, just want to finish this up with the room. Okay. So you check out the room mostly to make sure that it's not dangerous. One thing, of course, is the traps themselves. You take more time to figure out the traps. You could turn the traps back on, but you choose not to. You're not sure how they distinguish between targets. You notice that the traps were never a danger for the Reds. You don't know it's because it detects something about them, or if they just simply knew the pattern, they knew where to stand. That's a little unclear. So you'd have to use investigation to figure that out. So I assume you're not turning on traps. So figure out traps with investigation if you take that option later on. Don't turn them on. Okay. Let me look something up here. In the back of the room is apparently where they were all sleeping. Over on this side, those are like, bedrolls and cots. And there's an appropriate number of cots for the number of bosses, the number of Reds you have. There is a large bed over there. And this is where actually the chandelier, there's dim light and it's quite dark over there. On the boss, you find a red mirror fragment. When you glance at the red mirror, well, do any of you look in the red? Well, first of all, who gets the red mirror fragment before you look at it? And if you want the red mirror fragment, roll a die. Anybody wants the red mirror
I've already
fragment?
got one.
I'll take it.
Nobody else wants the red mirror fragment?
Can I take it?
Nope, you're not here. Death has consequences. Anybody else want to contest for the red mirror fragment? Okay, good. You've got it. Do you look at it? So you see it. It kind of comes out at a weird angle. You can decide to look through it or not.
Yep, I'm gonna look through it.
Okay. And Bell. You see this room. It is looking through this from this point of view. You think from what you learned from Devil, it is linked to the other red mirror fragment, which is sort of like merged into that wall. So you can kind of use it as a video doorbell in a sense. You can't really see much because it's a fairly narrow angle, but you do see that there's one of the red idiots, or one of the silver idiots, has like got her ear like pressed up against the door, and you can actually hear her talk like, I think this fighting has stopped. I don't know what's going on in there. So you can hear her voice. It kind of emanates through that red mirror shard. But she does not think to look over there. No. She's not looking in your direction. What do you do with the red mirror shard? You cover it up, you keep it in your pocket, you hold it out so you're visible in it constantly. What do you do?
I think I'm just gonna put it in my bag for now.
Okay.
I wonder later on if we can get its partner from the door and keep the two. That might
Might
be
be
useful
what
at some
the
point.
mason's tool would be useful for.
Interesting. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
it's
it's-
would be difficult to, but it's just part of the stone, essentially. Okay. That was the boss. This over here, this bed is obviously, or you guess where the boss is, just because you could sort of see like the size of the clothes that are left behind to sort of match him, and match the style of the clothes that he had. So it doesn't take much for you to figure that out. But hanging over the bed is something awful. Well, I'm trying to do value judgments as DM. You see something hanging over the bed in this dim light. There are 2 corpses that are pinned up to the wall above the bed. They are charred and burned. Death, you can smell death from them, but they've been so badly burned that it doesn't stink like a rotting corpse would. They're basically skeletons with kind of flesh sort of baked onto them, like they've been thoroughly cooked. They are in a Y position, so they're both hanging up by their arms. Their arms are up in a Y position on either side. Between them, up above it, is a red skull. Looks like just a sort of a human-style skull. It looks like a regular skull. It looks like it's painted red or dyed red up between the 2. You have some time. Who here is trained in medicine? Are you trained in medicine? So you examine a little bit closer, and you can tell that these are that one is an elf and is female. On the left is a female elf. On the right is a male human. These corpses have been tampered with, besides just being burned. The female body has bright white teeth. Looking closer, they're like dentures, like artificial denture-like teeth, like porcelain. And they've been shoved into her mouth, and her mouth's been stretched, so she has this hideous grin on her face, like a caricature of a smile that's being formed by these dentures. The male body's eyes are stitched shut, and his genitals have been cut off. Who here is trained in religion? You can later investigate, just to give you hints, there's something like it reminds you something. There's some religious significance to the way these things are positioned, but until you get over your exhaustion and decide to spend an investigation move, you're not sure. It doesn't come to mind. So again, nothing to investigate. If you come early, or if we all do move investigation, you can choose to investigate any of these things more. I just mentioned them briefly. These beds are feral and messy. They haven't been cleaned. They smell like BO. There's a lot of blood everywhere. There's chamber pots around, so this room stinks. Now they sort of stop fighting. It just looks like people have been living in here like a barracks and not taking very good care of it. You are concerned about your safety, so imagine your next thing is to take a quick look around. There's nothing else really remarkable in this room, unless there's something that you are aching to know that you think I've left out. Anything else that you need to know?
The door to the bed.
Yeah.
Originally, it was kind of left open. No,
Yes.
The second door.
Yeah, the second door. Yeah. You eventually figure out how to operate these. Yeah. This is something that now that you sort of know how the traps work, you know that there's no way to keep both doors open at the same time. This one swung open, kind of locked into place, but with some simple mechanical manipulation, sort of like disabling the trap, you're able to free that door and open and shut it at will.
So we can close it.
Looking at a glance, you know, of course, by looking through the red mirror shard, you know that they're not. There's almost always somebody at the door listening. They're whispering to each other. You just walk up to the door, and you can deduce that you could probably open that door at will as well. It doesn't have that same kind of lever, so you think that you're guessing, but you can't tell until you actually do it, which I assume you don't. You can just pop this door open, with a moment's notice. There's a mechanism that allows it to be harder to open. So you think that there's a way to make it so it's harder to go through, like it takes time, but you figure out that just like when you did Murray, you had to hold that lever up for a minute. It just seems like, from what you can tell these doors, like these doors are designed so that anybody going this way has to commit to a whole minute of staying in place, and you're guessing, oh, that means they can look at through the mirror. From this direction, by default, it seems like you just pop your way through, but it seems like you probably configure it to operate the same way, to make it where it takes a minute to escape from this room.
Can we determine whether the traps can be turned on from anywhere else but in this room, or just this room?
Unless you do a deeper investigation, you just know there's various controls that you could, that all the things seem to be in this room, up against these pillars. Also back near the boss area, you see some things that you might want to check out later on. There's a lot of printouts that seem to refer to mining shards. So they're like printed paper, so it's like ink has been stamped onto parchment. It's kind of blobby. like sort of like a bad printing press has made these marks. And one of them is like a bunch of rows that mention shards of different sizes and different symbols next to those rows of shards. So it seems to be tracking chaos shards. Another one seems to do the same thing with machine parts. That's the names of just different strange names that you're guessing are like family names or personal names or clan names. And some numbers in a couple columns that seem to be referring to machine parts. But again, take more investigation to do that. These are all sort of at a glance in your wearied state. You see a number of skulls, goblin and hobgoblin and kobold skulls here. And a lot of them have black candles on top of them with black wax having dripped all around them. A number of them have SOEC in those jagged letters, those sort of heavy metal letters. Or they have the picture of the shield with the upraised fingers stamped in their forehead in many places. You see broken bits of rock that look a lot like the pieces of rock that they're working back here, like what you deduced was ore of some sort, like big stone cylinders. A lot of them cracked open, a lot of bits of things. And the same kind of tools that are being used by the idiots are also here, with bits of rock everywhere. This room is spattered with blood in many, many places. A lot of the traps, even the ones that didn't attack you, have crusted blood on them. And also in this area, which might have some like cushions or chairs, there's quite a lot of blood, and it doesn't seem to be near any sort of the traps, but this is near where all the shard ore and the stuff is sitting. Next to the boss's bed, you find a guitar. This is a good heavy metal guitar. Who wants to have the guitar?
I can't play. I wish I could.
Roll the you have to have an instrument proficiency to know how to play it. Otherwise, you can make noise with it.
Take it.
Could you take it
Roll.
anyway and give it to me? When
Everybody wants the guitar. Roll a die right now. If you want the guitar, roll a die right now. If it's just one, then only one person rolls a die. Last chance to roll a die if you want the guitar.
Oh, I've got a 1.
2.
Through your gambling, you have the rights to the guitar.
You can play the guitar with keyboards. Oh.
Guitar to Mel. So you can't play it?
No.
Okay. You can learn that as an item proficiency. If you ever add an item proficiency, you can add musical instruments just like anything else.
Do we deduce from that the boss was Ziggy?
It doesn't seem to be. You've seen pictures of Ziggy, those paintings outside. He doesn't look anything like Ziggy.
Okay, that's not Ziggy.
Ziggy was an elf, wasn't he?
I can't remember. Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Was it an
half elf.
Okay.
Elf or half elf. Can't really tell very well. There are sheets of music next to the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
There are handwritten sheets of music. It's sort of like some chord notations and some scribbled down lyrics. The lyrics are awful. Absolutely awful. I'm not saying that all heavy metal is awful, but this is a very awful form of heavy metal. A lot of devil worship stuff, sort of glorifying devil worship, sort of like the 70s bands, everybody was sort of singing about the devil, a lot of that stuff. Right on. We're getting to a pretty good point, but you think, from your deduction, without opening this door again, we have just a minute. What are you going to do? Where are you going to rest next time, so I know how to set up for the next session? You're not opening this door. I guess we'll explore that next. I don't think we have time for you to take a good look at it. So let's assume that you're not opening it yet.
We heard the rest of that those cots are.
Yeah, they're feral, but they're sleepable. But you have your own bedrolls.
I am feeling a little bit uncertain in this room. Number one, it's horrible, and also Emerald's gone
Yeah.
and could be going to find help,
Yeah.
and I just feel a little bit cagey not being exposed.
Yeah. So discuss with each other. There's a time pressure here. If you take a long rest, you're not sure how often you think this is going deeper into the SOEC, and obviously you'd think there'd be traffic going in and out. There's a lot more reds, even not to speak of silvers, that you saw during the sweep. You haven't seen them so far. They weren't in the idiot room, and they didn't seem to be in the valley. So you figured they're probably deeper in here. How often do they come through this area? You don't know if you sleep for 8 hours whether they're going to come through and stumble across you.
I say we do a short rest
I'm gonna
somewhere
just
close
say-
to the door because these ones can be closed
Yeah, we can
against
lock
people coming
those.
in this way,
Yeah.
and the person that's on watch can have the mirror checking out who's out
Okay.
front, and we can try and keep watch on this door and the mirror.
With a short rest, do you get your spells back? No, so you're,
No.
you guys
You're
are
all
absolutely
So you don't do it now because
Yeah.
we're
need
out
a
of
long
time.
rest, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't sleep, so I can stay on mirror watch.
I don't
and watch
think they
for
Still need to
part of
meditate.
the time, but I still tend to meditate before hours.
Long rest.
So again, it'll be a group decision. So one proposal on the table is to do a short rest here as described. And I will do my usual secret monster rolls to, I've ran for everything about whether things come through. But generally, getting a little bit meta here, it's a pretty cruel DM that doesn't at least give you the chance to do a short rest, without too much trouble. So in general, your chances of being stumbled across during a short rest are quite low. You don't know that as adventurers, but I think you're all exhausted, very low on hit
Yeah.
points. And so wandering into the idiot room can be dangerous. You don't know, at least you know there's no enemies here. You can't speak for any place else. So we won't do it until the beginning of next session, but one proposal is you'll do a short rest here. And I'm just asking because I want to plan out the next scenario. After the short rest, do you have an idea of where you'd go to do a long rest, or would you continue and try to find out what's happened? Like, you're going to go deeper in here.
What's the difference between a short rest and a long rest?
You get all your spells back. You get half your hit dice back. So you at level 3, you get 1 hit die back, which of course you can then spend on short rests. And other things reset on. Oh, and you get all of your hit points back.
I
You get
think
full health.
if we can
You get a hit die
do
to
a long
spend.
rest.
Yeah, but if we do a long rest here, we're going to get interrupted. So start with a short rest and see how we feel after that. I'm got.
I feel like it's either a short rest or a long rest.
Right. So let's take a quick vote. So from what I hear you saying, here's why I think it is. Plan 1 is to do a short rest, and then if the short rest goes well, so first of all, do you vote? This is a 2-step process. Raise your hand if you think you should do a short rest in this room. 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3. Only 3 out of the 6. It's a tiebreaker. Anybody change their mind? You're divided on whether to take a short rest in this room. What's the alternative to taking? Where else would you rather take a short rest?
Well, some of us have to take a rest because we're out.
Oh, no.
Sure. Oh, you have to take a short rest. I would definitely advise whether to do it in this room or not. So those of you who didn't vote to do short rest in this room, what's another idea? Go out to the idiot room. Go back to the kobold cave.
At this point, a couple of the idiots could kill me. So
Mm-hmm.
How friendly were the idiots again? Like we
A lot of them left. Yeah, you won your argument against them. A lot of them lost heart and left. So your sense was that they're not allies, as I recall, but they're not a threat. But the silvers, you don't know how they're going to react.
I guess what I'm not certain about is if we left and say even went back to the Kobold Cave, but coming back, this could be full of a whole new set of bugs again. That's my concern. In terms of leaving.
Well, I guess we could short rest here, and then we can decide where we want to long rest.
Yeah, I think we go further in.
You want to go further in without resting?
Oh no, rest first, and then we'll take a short rest, and then go in further
Well,
and see.
It gives us the option to see what happens after the short rest.
Yeah, we could take.
Yeah, we're a little over time, but I do want to nail because it'll really affect sort of the planning that I do.
Yeah.
Short rest, you'll be able to spend some hit dice, but you probably won't be at full strength. You won't have your spells. You won't have a lot of your hit points. You can still choose to go deeper because it might be safer deeper in than it is out here. So we had a split vote on a short rest here. Let's say short rest in the Kobold Cave instead of short resting here. Raise your hand if you think you should go back to Kobold Cave for short rest. Vote in 3. 1, 2, 3.
And we stay here.
Okay. Go to the idiot room and do a short rest.
Yeah, I think I'll
Yeah,
change
I'm
it
with
to
this
stay
room.
here.
Okay, so let's do another vote on staying here for short rest. Vote in 1, 2, 3. Okay, do a short rest here. Great. If that goes well, do you want to do a long rest here, or do you want to basically say, no, we're gonna start exploring new things after short rest?
Yeah.
If you do a long rest here, then the chances of traffic coming through is much higher than for short
I
rest.
think we should at least take the opportunity to check in the next room and see what's there before we decide to do a long rest.
I'm useless without a long rest.
Just to check something out.
So I guess the goal is we need to find a place where we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you'll try to find
Whether
a
that's
to
through
do a long
here,
rest
and
at some point.
if we come through here and it turns
Yeah.
out this is not getting any better,
Yeah.
then we can always retreat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I can plan around that.
Sounds good.
Everybody cool with that?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Now you can still change character. You can change characters anytime. If you're excited about your new character, there's lots of opportunities to sort of bring them in. But of course, maybe you're attached to your present character. Fortunately, only one of us died. Thank you again for great drama there, George. But we have a whole new character that's already prepared, which is very different from Mer, as I understand. And we'll think of how to sort of weave that in. But we'll get you right back into the action as soon as this next session starts.
Oh, I'm already thinking of how I'm just going to show up.
Okay, great. Right. Anything else I need to cover for
That's my character. He just shows up.
Before we break, options, have an idea of that. Donations, of course, are very welcome, and I'm going to Netherworld, so if you want to discuss more at Netherworld, please join me.
If we come earlier, is there an option where we can like buy and sell things? Not. Like, I'm just thinking because we are probably.
Yeah, so there's only so much timeline messing I can do. So anything that you found here, you can't pretend that you sold it the day before. But if you say, no, I'm going to retcon, I sold this thing a while ago, I can do that, right? So things that you had before you got in this room, you can say that if you had it as of the elf village,
Yeah.
I'll let you retroactively decide that you sold those things.
Yeah.
As long as you're not being too tricky. Don't try not to use secret information like,
Yeah.
you know. But if you decide to buy health potions, for example, you say like, oh, I just decided to buy health potions because that is one.
Okay, well, I do have one thing that I could work with, yeah.
Okay.
I've got a few things I could say that I said.
Just to sign off on the video, you guys are still filming, yeah? So again, you on the video, remember we have patreon.com. A lot of the slides here have a variety of hashtags to show how I run these combats. The next session is going to have even more. I have multiple videos that demonstrate what my plan was as a DM. I'm going to reflect on this to see how I want to change it for the next set of new players that I teach. But I think I'm very pleased, basically. I think this is an amazing fight. I'll be looking for your feedback. It's rare that we have a fight this long, so I'll be asking for your honest feedback in a second on how that went for you. I also talk about what the players all did. So I also fill in lore quite a bit. So these videos are going to have some more lore built into it that'll help connect other things. It's a bit like hanging out with me at the pub and listening to me spout out. You can do that through patreon.com. That applies to you all. If you go to patreon.com/rollingrogues, search for Rolling Rogues on Patreon, you can find all that there. And that's a way you can also donate to my operation. I lose money on this, but I'm still happy about it. But if I close that gap, I can do more things for more people. So please donate if you can.